Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You're listening to the What It Do podcast.
What's it called?
AR Beauty Bar.
All right.
Did Inks finish the mural?
He did. Dude,
Shout out to Inks.
Yeah, we had a mural put on the side of the building.
Dude, what is it?
Actually, I can show you.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Are you on over there, boss?
No, sir.
And that'd be cool if he could do one here.
Why
Why not do one in here, at least?
He said he would,
Yeah.
but it would have to be on a canvas.
Oh, okay.
Because that way, if we ever wanted to leave, we can take it with us.
Right.
I'd buy a.
Yeah.
You know what? I can go find a big one, like a.
One of those.
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
Like an
Oh,
8
yeah.
by, like maybe
Guys,
I
like
have
a-
seen it. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
The guy's insane, man.
He is. That's cool.
with 8 by 8.
Yeah.
Maybe like an 8 by 8
Yeah. Do a big old What It Do.
or.
Yeah. Oh, that would be, dude.
How tall
a
are
big
these
what it
ceilings?
do.
8 foot?
Yeah, those are 8 foot.
Maybe 8 by 12.
Y'all should do that. That would be
pretty
so sick.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
He's offered it, so.
What? Imagine that, like, first thing you walk in. I mean, I know y'all got a lot of stuff, but if it was just like, boom.
Oh, something like oh yeah,
Sick.
dude.
Oh, we'll move everything.
Yeah,
out of the way.
we'll
Y'all
move shit
should
away.
do that.
We can throw some shit away.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we do have a lot to throw away.
We got a lot of shit.
I like y'all stuff.
We
It's,
just
like,
we
cool
just
to look
slap
at,
shit
but-
up on the wall.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still got a lot to put up on the wall.
Nice.
I still got to come up with some more comic book, like that one that's behind you.
Frames
There's
and
frames,
stuff,
comic
yeah.
book frames, because we've been given.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
think we've been given 4 or 5 different comic books. I think Brian
Yeah.
Duffy gave us 2, Cozy gave us 2.
Nice.
So I'd like to try to put them all like in a frame and,
Yeah.
and hang them up. But
Yeah.
Gotta
I
love it,
can't-
bro.
man, it's like finding the time to go and do all that on top of everything.
I was gonna say,
Exactly.
shout out to our listener. I know. Okay, hold on. Welcome back to another episode of the What To Do podcast. I know we got to. Sometimes we just get a little bit carried away and
Exactly.
start
Yeah,
we just
carry
started.
on.
We get
Yeah.
We
excited.
just roll with it.
But in the studio this week we got Mr. MATT CUTRER.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you
Welcome
guys.
back.
It's an honor to be back. For real. Thank y'all for having me.
dude.
I'm excited about
it is an honor having you here because I mean it's great the progress the growth.
Thank you.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is
yeah.
absolutely awesome. man.
Thanks so much, dude. Thank you.
Dude, I know that sometimes it's hard. I know it's hard.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're in
Y'all
the
know.
we're
Yeah.
in the same field.
Exactly.
And it's hard to find the new thing.
That's right.
Try to keep this content coming out.
Exactly.
Man, sometimes it's just like,
I know.
what do I do? What do I do now?
Yep.
Do you have to brainstorm
Dude,
a
I
lot?
know. Yeah, dude. Like, and it's hard because it's like up and down. Sometimes it's like, I'm going full steam and I got all these ideas and there's good interviews, and then sometimes it's a little stagnant and I'm just like, dang, I lose a little motivation and it's hard, man. I mean, I know y'all probably feel that too sometimes.
absolutely.
It's tough, dude, and especially like when you're not making much money from it or anything, and trying to make money on the side to keep your family afloat and all that, but keep this going. Yeah, it's just hard.
Oh,
dude.
dude, it's a lot of work,
Yeah.
man. Like I give props to anybody who tries it.
I
Like,
do too. Yeah.
I've never thought that I was like, all right, you know what? We'll start putting content out. We'll start getting listeners.
Right.
And the
Yeah.
shit starts flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing like that.
You know what?
know,
If it
dude.
comes easy to you, props to you.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full on
That's
props
true.
to you.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't think it comes easy to anybody
Yeah.
because I think
know.
it's a
Well,
job.
You gotta
It
find your
is.
niche.
It
You
is.
gotta learn a lot of
Yeah.
things. It's just a lot of work.
That's
It
true.
is.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it comes easy to anybody.
I don't,
It's
yeah, I don't
consistency,
know.
though.
I kind of hope
too.
it doesn't.
I know, right? But
'cause-
y'all have full-time jobs.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
full-time.
That's very impressive. That's a different story because I just have a part-time job. I've kind of 2 of them. But if I had a full-time job and coming home from that and having to still do that, that's a different story. So that's
Well, if it
pretty
was
cool.
anything more than once a week, it'd be hard.
Even once a week though, dude, with
Yeah.
full-time jobs, that's tough.
I think
helps.
It's cool.
I think the way we've kind of planned it, because I mean, when we first had the idea of doing it, and we kind of talked about it, like, how do we do this? Like, we got to figure out, pick a day, and I'm like, Mondays are super busy because I'm trying to like things always happen. It's like, okay,
For
I got to
sure.
work on this and work on this. Maybe by Wednesday, I've got whatever happened settled down.
Yeah.
And then as we're going into the weekend, I want to get everything, at least mostly under control. That way it can hopefully go smooth
Right.
through the weekend, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So I'm like, I think Wednesday is kind of
Wednesday is a good
It's
day.
kind of that
it is,
spot,
yeah.
It's a good transitional point.
It
to
is.
where beginning of
Yeah,
the
it's
week
hump
where
day.
everything sucks.
What I wanted to ask though, y'all, is so Wednesday y'all record,
Yes.
and then to do the edit. How long does that take you on? When do y'all do that?
So
Throughout the weekend, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's all on me, and I try to do it on the
You
weekends.
do a good job.
You
Yeah,
do.
you do a good job.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Shout out
Oh,
Abraham.
that's what I've been eating.
Yeah.
No, it's
my bad. Sorry, I don't give you a
thought you were
number.
serious for
You did a good job.
We'll give you your flowers.
No, but you have, dude, for real.
dude, I appreciate
Seriously.
it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I do. I lack. Sometimes I lack. If we got shit going on the weekends, especially if we go out of town,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then it gets pushed off till like Monday night.
Yeah.
And on Monday night, I'm like,
crunch time.
Yeah.
you know, and hopefully the episode doesn't have a lot to edit. We're blessed because of the way that Oscar,
Y'all are, yes.
the way that Oscar kind of threw this idea with this whole setup, and we brought Tiffany.
That's the way
in.
to do it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so much easier.
I wish I was doing that. Yeah.
Basically, the only editing I really have to do is if we think of some stuff like, we shouldn't take that out. Okay, cool. We'll take that out.
Uh-huh.
And then just for me to figure out like where to drop in the intro, where to drop in the outro.
Easy. Yeah,
You know,
that's not
it's
bad.
usually that easy.
Yeah,
But every
nice.
once in a while, we'll have one where like, let's go through this one because there was some crazy stuff that we don't want put out there.
I was like,
You
let's
know.
simplify.
Really?
Yeah.
We've had
I'd
a
like
few.
to hear that, dude.
Dude,
I would.
Yeah.
the raw files, the raw
Seriously.
files.
Y'all have any like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't
yeah.
get rid of them. Don't, because that would be cool.
That's a
That'd
gold
be cool.
mine.
Yeah.
I'm sad actually because I'm like, that's my parents are gonna hate me.
I feel like
When you're like half a bottle of tequila in.
Oh,
sometimes I feel like the
gosh.
mob boss, right? Who's got the safe full of goodies, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
Hold them over his head. Yeah.
Oh, you thought you were gonna take another
oh
job?
yeah, you ain't going
You
nowhere.
ain't going nowhere.
It's just, I'm Don Corleone here. But as we were talking before we got started, man, shout out to our listeners, man. Of course, the gifts that we've gotten from
Oh
them.
yeah, thanks guys.
What all have y'all gotten?
Man, we've gotten some stuff we got to hang up.
T-shirts from Good Vibes has brought us some T-shirts. They brought us some really nice stickers. Sinister brought us some cool stickers.
Cool.
And of course, Cozy brought us the comic books.
Yeah.
Brian Duffy brought us some comic books. I know I'm missing somebody.
I got the decanter.
The
Came from
decanter.
one of our listeners.
That is awesome.
What's a decanter?
Basically, you put your whiskey in it.
Oh, is it that tall thing right there?
Yeah,
yeah.
It says,
badass.
it says the What It Do podcast on
It's
it.
got an S on the front.
Yeah.
Whoa,
So I'm like,
that is
bro,
cool, dude.
Dude, tell me about it, man.
That is cool.
That's really cool.
Hey, where did
is
y'all
really
always like the sleeves that y'all have? Where did y'all get those? The What It Do sleeves?
I made them.
You did?
Oh, these.
Yeah, man. Look at this. I'm a
Dang.
seamstress.
You really did?
Yeah, I did, man.
Those are cool,
I got a
dude.
Cricut because I was
Yeah.
like, man, every time the camera posts,
Yeah.
wherever the camera faces, you can.
No, I
read it,
love
so.
that. That's one of my favorite things.
Really?
Yeah, I'm seriously. I love that.
It's
yeah.
the details.
It's cool.
right?
It is.
It's
It is.
the details.
That's cool to me. Yeah.
And here I was laughing at you like,
I
that's
know.
never going to work.
You guys are never gonna
Who's
make it.
laughing now?
yeah.
How you're training.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what
dude.
I got.
Yeah.
It's just mind blowing because I'm seeing you on Facebook, and I'm like, when's this guy find the time?
Well, if you so you
Where
guys
do you
have full,
sleep?
like I said, y'all have full time jobs.
Yeah.
So for me, I just have side hustles I do. Like I train clients. I do a couple other things that are just for a friend of mine, Brad Van Zant. He owns a Parrot's Head. Shout out to Brad.
Okay.
The
Shout
bar.
out to Brad.
Parrot's Head Tavern.
Yeah, dude. And so he was redoing his patio bar, and so I've been helping him revamp his outdoor patio.
Okay.
It was a cool project, and but yeah, and then the podcast, which takes up a lot of time. But so yeah, that's how I was able to do it because I don't have a full time where I'm like 8 to 5 or whatever, and then get home, then still have to do the podcast, and so yeah.
Damn, man. I just.
I think we've only had, there's been some close calls, but I want to say we've only had maybe 2 instances since we started where we were like pushing it. And I think actually it was more me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you had one time too, where I was like, man, I'm going to barely make it on time. Y'all just hang on. I'm coming in.
Oh, yeah.
And we walk in smelling like oil and, like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
sometimes
like,
right out of work.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've had it. I think we were moving a pump jack and it was like an all day. Actually, we moved 2 pump jacks that day.
Yeah.
And by the time the crew got done setting it and everything, and it was like, it's going to be dark. There's already waiting on me. I've got.
And you can't tell them like, hey, I got to go.
No, I mean, because it's such a safety thing, it's like, I don't want to push anybody. Like,
I see.
Hey guys, you just kind of keep on doing what you're doing. It's not that they were working slow. It's a long job.
Yeah, and kind of
okay.
you don't want to be
Yeah.
like, well, I left. I was like, it costs us like $50,000 to get this done, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you can't just really.
Yeah,
You can't just go.
Yeah, you can't just go.
gotcha.
There's a lot of responsibility, a lot of money involved, and basically, when you're the only one out there, it's like, hey, man,
The trust is in me to make sure that
okay.
it gets done safely. It gets done right, and
Yeah.
it gets done in a timely manner. Like they're not
okay.
just screwing around.
Yep.
Like, okay, hey, they did everything they could possibly do to get it done by this time.
Yeah.
the
that's
whole
how it
thing.
went.
Yeah, the whole thing's fucking nuts, man. Because if you really think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like we're responsible alone, just us alone.
I try not to think about that.
I do. I do, because then my insurance reminds me every month.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
pay.
Oh, yeah.
Like my facility alone, I'm responsible by myself. I'm responsible for a $5-6 million a year facility.
Oh, really?
You know,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
it's fucking headache. I mean,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
the same thing. You're right there.
But if anything,
That's crazy.
God forbid that something falls off just a tad bit and it's completely out of your control.
Yeah.
Your phone's going to start ringing. You can start getting emails.
Yeah.
What's going on? Is there a problem? I mean, it was this and it was that. And it was like, there was a full moon. You
It
know,
was a full moon. The gremlins were out. It's Friday the 13th. It's like, what did you want? I had everything against me.
but it happens, man. It fluctuates,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but that is the name of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
God forbid you show that all of a sudden your production spikes and like it's doing great. Like, no, I don't want it to
Oh,
look
really?
like that. I want it to stay nice and plateaued all the way across for a whole
Yeah.
year.
So,
I don't want it to see it dip and I don't want it to see it rise.
Because you still
see it
make the
straight
same money.
across.
Well, do you? I mean, owning a company. I mean, do you make the same money if it just stays plateaued the same?
Oh yeah, I charge the same.
Yeah,
Okay,
oh yeah,
so you
yeah,
still
yeah,
make
yeah.
the same
Yeah,
money.
still
we're
make
not
that,
getting
yeah.
anything extra, but
Okay,
with
yeah.
the consistency that
Yeah.
it's going to constantly
Yeah.
make that. Like
I
the
see.
spikes and the dips usually average out.
I see. Yeah.
I wish I got paid.
Okay. Yeah.
I wish I got paid every time production went up.
That'd
I
be
know,
awesome.
right?
Shit,
Yeah.
I'd be in the money right now.
Oh yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
that's a little bit of a motivation there. Like, okay, I need to keep
It
this
is.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the show? Y'all talked about it before. The Billy Bob Thornton, the Taylor Sheridan
Oh,
show.
Landman.
It's about to come back.
Landman.
But I want to know it. What do y'all don't like it? So what do y'all think of
Okay.
it?
It's okay. It's okay. It's the
Drama.
About halfway, it started turning into the drama that I wanted to turn into.
Yeah, I like it.
You know what I mean?
But I know it's a little over the top, and some of it's
Very,
a little
yeah.
like
They
have
got a
y'all
lot-
ever
they got
heard
a
the
lot
oil
wrong.
field called the patch? Is that
Yes.
a thing?
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
My dad said that he had.
It's an old school term.
Okay, that's what my
Yeah.
dad said. I've always just heard oil field. I've never heard the patch.
Yeah.
You know?
That was the name of your restaurant, wasn't it?
The old Patch Diner.
Oil Patch
What?
Diner.
Yeah.
What restaurant?
Oh man, I had a restaurant way
You're
back
kidding.
back in the day. Yeah,
That's what it's called in the show, isn't it? The
it was called the Patch.
in the show.
In the
called
show, it's called the Patch.
Yeah.
But my restaurant was called the old
Oh.
Patch Diner,
Okay. Okay.
which was hey, we
crazy.
did great.
Yeah.
We should sue them for copyright infringement.
I know.
Right?
Think I get it,
I
Taylor?
didn't
I'm
know you
coming.
had a restaurant.
To give a
Yeah, man.
chance.
When was
It's
that?
2014 to 15.
Wow.
It was only open a year, man.
Where was it? Here?
Yeah, it was here. Is by the base. You know where the old Catfish Corner, the old Mendes Cafe?
Yeah, yeah.
South Chadburn,
Uh huh.
right there.
Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of food was it?
And we did I don't want to say it was kind of Tex-Mex, but it was more like we really specialized in like steaks.
Nice. Okay.
Man, our Thursdays, bro, I couldn't even.
The burgers too.
Fuck the burgers.
The
were
burgers are
shit.
the bomb.
Was it busy?
Oh, dude, it was fucking.
Why'd
it
y'all
was,
stop?
partnership.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I've had a nightmare experience with that.
Yeah, it was great, man. We were doing great, but he found any little reason to want to get out. You know, and I'm
okay.
like, well, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah.
You know, and then it finally came out. You know, I wouldn't say it was greed. What it was.
Really?
Yeah, it was greed.
Like he wanted to make more than what, like he didn't want to have to split it or something.
Well, when you
or-
start, you know, there's a little. Well, I'm not even gonna say anything more than that. But yeah.
I feel you. Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of got that way. So I try not to. All that bullshit. They're not failures.
They're not.
They're
Oh,
learning
yeah.
experiences.
They're not failures.
for sure.
They're
Yeah.
lessons.
I'm glad you're saying that now.
Yeah.
Because we've had this conversation so many
Many
times, and I was like, bro,
times.
you've got to take it and learn from it.
Yeah.
They're
and
just
be like,
lessons.
this
Yeah,
is something.
for real.
They're
Yeah.
life lessons.
Because if you look at it
Life
like
lessons.
a failure, it's going to eat at you.
Well, the
Oh,
problem
man.
I also had too, though, I was listening to everybody else. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of what I don't do with our anything that we do. I don't read the comments. I don't read
Really?
the comments at
Yeah.
all. Now,
That's smart.
Yeah, oh,
Because
yeah.
I can't. I've seen some of the stuff. Like, let's say, what is that? The not the roster page, but the other one, Say Cheese.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one.
yeah,
People
yeah.
are
Oh my
brutal on that.
God, they're
Yeah.
horrible. And I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
you
crazy.
guys stink.
Especially
Yeah.
when people are like, man, some of these people are going through some of the worst times in their
I
life
know.
that they can't
Yeah.
control
Sad.
it. Like,
And you're just
like
tearing them down
Like,
even
say it's
more?
addiction.
Yeah.
It's really to the point where on some level it's kind of uncontrollable.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been in a position where it seems like that damn door is just rotating, and I'm in this
Yeah,
rut.
right.
I can't.
You
get-
sure
I can't.
have, bro.
I can't get out of this freaking
I've been
rut.
in it too. Not as bad as maybe you. I mean, you could argue that, but I've been in that same door, dude. I know what you're talking about.
You know the feeling.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
It's like,
Yes.
and so then now that they started putting it, you know, you
Publicizing it.
probably got into it whenever the internet was blowing up, and they probably put you out there.
Yeah.
Mine was whenever it was still in the newspaper.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't as bad, but
True,
it's just
yeah.
you know, everybody read the newspaper too. So
you got seen.
Yeah, you got seen. But now people can comment on it and talk shit.
That's
and
right.
it's like, oh my god,
yeah, that's exactly.
Kick them while they're down.
Dude, brutal. Yeah,
like there was some stuff that was put on yours, and I'm just like, you're only doing it for the views, and I'm like, well, no, you kind of doing it for more than that.
Yeah,
you know, I'm doing this because I want to put the damn story out.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, but at the end of the day, even I have to admit it. I'm kind of doing it for the fucking likes because that's what's eventually going to get me paid.
Right? Yeah.
You know, the comments. I mean,
it's all part of
the
it.
Engagement.
But I'll tell you what I heard recently was I was watching. Have y'all ever heard of Soft White Underbelly? The guy who does that?
I have heard of that, yeah.
Mark Laida or whatever his name is. No. Dude, the guy's dude, it's so good. Soft White. What it is he's a photographer by trade, and he was in like high-end photography. He worked for Apple, and so his job was literally to create the most polished perfection images you could imagine.
Okay.
And essentially, when he was on Joe Rogan, he was talking about he eventually felt like he was selling a lie, you know, because that's kind of what advertising is, this perfect image. And he said, I wanted to do something completely opposite. So it was a reaction to that career. And what he started doing was he built a studio in L.A. on Skid Row.
Okay.
And he would go down there and just interview, you know, crackheads, drug addicts, prostitutes, any transgender people. And what he does is initially he would just take a picture. And he
let me cut you.
Yeah,
is he? Is this Lee Jeffries?
No,
it's not.
I think so.
Okay.
His name's Mark Laida.
Mark Laida. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because there's another guy that I know. He's a photographer, high-end photographer.
Yeah.
He goes down Skid Row and he takes these black and white photos of
same deal
using like a Leica or a Hasselblad, and he takes these pictures of people on Skid Row, and he's gotten a lot of backlash because they're like, "Why are you exploiting these people?"
Right.
He was like,
Same.
He was like,
Mark.
"But I'm not making them look beautiful." He was like, "I'm just putting lighting on them, and it's black and white, everything, and you just see these people as they are in their environment." Yeah, he was like, "It's authenticity."
That's what Mark said. It was a reaction to. So he takes these. Initially, it was just photos, and he created this book called "Created Equally," and it was just pictures of everything that had to do that encompassed America. So if he went to the South, he took pictures of the people in the Ku Klux Klan. If he went to New York, he took pictures of people walking around on the sidewalk, or the Midwest. He took pictures of like coal miners. Just anything and everything, Amish people, whatever. And he created this book, and it's like a coffee table book, and people would open it and be like, there's like a cowboy in there, great picture of him, and they'd be like, the first thing they would do is be like, well, what did he sound like? Or where did he grow up? Like, what was he like? And
they want the story.
And exactly. And so what he started doing was he has a stool, and he's got millions of subscribers and followers now, but it's just a stool with a spotlight on the subject. And they tell their story, and they're all about 20 minutes long, and it's everything from drug addicts to prostitutes. They had this one guy on one time who used to rape his daughter and his daughter's friend. Here's what's crazy about Mark. He's got this perfect personality for it because he's got this flat, monotone voice, and he's super non-judgmental. I think I've seen this. And so even that guy, he gave him the time of day and just let him speak his piece and didn't condemn him or anything. And when he was asked by Joe Rogan, why would you do that? And he said, I feel like, giving him the time to speak his piece, I feel like there's something that we could learn from it. Whereas otherwise, if we're just condemning him, maybe we can't. And I mean, he does all kinds of crazy stuff. And so like after their interview, toward the end, you see their black and white. Most of the time, it's black and white, a photo of them, and they're you still hear them telling their story. And it starts with their face, and it slowly pans down their body, so you see. And it's interesting because people say you can tell a lot by someone's shoes. And it's always so interesting to see what they're wearing when you start with the face and then go down and see their shoes. It's so fascinating, dude. Yeah. It's real art. It's real cool.
It's real art, yeah.
It's neat,
that's
dude.
Crazy.
It's really raw.
Sometimes I catch myself, when you start, like people throw these fucking insults out, whether it be racist, fascist, whatever, to the point where I feel, in my opinion, they're trying to lose a little bit of their feeling and a little of their meaning anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
And what really gets me is that some of these people are being just like fucking on Facebook, just like being hammered on some of these videos on YouTube, and I'm just like, man, let them talk. Finish.
Right. Yeah.
After they're done, I bet you anything you can agree with something that he said.
Exactly, dude. That's right.
And that's fucking that's so deep, man. Because just like if you would just stop.
All right.
Stop calling the names. Yeah. Stop lashing out before you even hear the fucking
stop putting labels on
You
something.
reminded me. So that's what I was going with that. So he was on Joe Rogan, and they were talking about the comments, and he was like, man, I almost turned the comment section off at one point, but he's like, I know people would be pissed if I did that. Yeah. And he said, what you'll find is like, he said, I told this to my daughters. This was Mark talking. He said, I told them whenever, you know, you have like an alcoholic boyfriend or husband, and he's like, he gets angry and he's screaming and calling you names. It's almost always just a mirror. It's a projection of something that they're dealing with. Same thing in the comments. He said almost always, like 99% of the time, whatever someone's saying, the negative shit they're saying is just a projection of how they feel about some, like, for instance, he's this guy. This is how I feel about my content is like, Mark is like coming from a place that's like really good-hearted, good-natured. He's just trying to tell people stories. He doesn't have any malicious intent behind it. But then in the comments, people are like, oh, he's just exploiting them, and they're not, why doesn't he help them? And they think that there's this malicious intent behind it because maybe they're projecting, like that's how they would view it, like that's probably what they would be doing, you know? Yeah. Or they have someone in their life that's doing that, or they have some kind of trauma. And so it's interesting when people are like that in the comments, they're just projecting shit that they're going through. Really. Yes. It's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Because I see them lash out. Yeah. And in my head, of course, I don't ever comment, nothing like that. But I'm just like, there's just one thing that just always gets me is like when new restaurants open up. Yeah. Oh, like we need another this, like we need another that. What we really need is this.
Splash pad. Yeah. Everybody always says we need a splash pad. Yeah. Like, oh my God. Yeah.
Or we need something. People do
get fired up about it.
And it annoys me because I'm like, how are you going to tell these people what to do with their money? If you're really that passionate, to put something like that up,
right?
Get your money. Get your money together.
Do it. Put your money where your mouth is.
That's right.
I was like Altex, right? Altex to put up these splash pads. Do you have any idea what they went through to get these done?
Yeah.
Like this is not. Yeah. This is some of it came from sponsors.
Oh yeah.
It's all sponsor money.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, you have any idea? You're talking. I'm sure there could be better. I'm sure there's always somebody has a better idea, but it's like, well, hold on, then do it. You know,
what are you
bring
doing?
Your stuff together.
Exactly.
You know, like you want me to protest? I'll protest another car wash opening up. You know, because I'm like, we have enough. We have enough.
How about storage buildings
and chicken places?
We need
fried chicken.
Yeah. I think we need more storage buildings.
But at the same time, it's like that's their money. Let them do what they want with their money.
Yeah, you know, this is true. And
I'm just like, I get it. It'd be great to have a fucking amusement park. It'd be great to have Neff's back,
dude.
You know, Neff's.
Bro, I had a dream about Neff's the other day. I don't remember exactly what was going on, but I was back there at Neff's, and somebody had reopened it.
That place is so cool,
and I think it's one of those things that, like, because we were kids, like it's so magical to us. It's like nostalgic, you know. But was it really that good, or was it
no? No.
Well, now that it's gone, though.
Now that it's gone,
I was like, we didn't know what we had.
No, for real.
Yeah, we didn't know what we had. Driving across that bridge, was it Oaks, Irving? No.
That was Oaks.
It was Oaks. Driving across that bridge and you see that yellow slide right next to it.
Right, that yellow slide.
Bro, the slide.
Or the
white, as a kid, imagine seeing that.
I remember the train.
The train.
Yeah, the train
was the best, dude.
There was a Ferris wheel down there.
Was it the Sizzler? It was like a white.
That's right.
They had something like that.
They had like a little, was like a zipper type.
Yeah. Yes.
They had it was for a kid.
Dude, it was cool, right?
It was cool.
Remember the way the ground looked?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll never forget that. You know, it was like cobblestone or something. I don't know. It was cool, dude. Yeah, it was like, it was like
my memory
purplish, maroonish looking concrete or something. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it was cool.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember that.
Stood out to me.
I was always looking up.
It was cool, man. It was cool.
I feel like the mall was also like that.
Well, the mall was
popping. Oh my! That's what we did, bro, on the weekends in junior high. I don't know if y'all did.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody did.
That was the
spot.
Where you went. That was the spot.
They're in Sonic, man, on Saturday night.
Sonic, Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh, it was sick.
Hastings
was the shit. I'm sad about Hastings.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, how do you draw? Let's say. How do you draw these kids into something like that?
So, like, if it's the mall needs to do something. The Sunset Mall itself, separate from the stores, they need to do something there that draws people to go there.
You're right,
and then you bring the stores in around.
You're right.
I know. I have a feeling.
Yep.
Sunset Mall. If you're listening, I think what you need to do is change your rental agreement.
For sure. That's for sure.
That hurts.
It's horrible.
No one wants to go because of, you get to tell me when I'm open. You get to tell me what I can do.
It's extremely expensive.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. And it's like, if you change that, then you draw people back into the mall.
One of the biggest problems,
What was
it? I think you're right too, dude.
The drawback in the day was there was a theater there.
Yes.
Okay, there was a theater. Great. There was, at the time when arcades were popping, they had a cool arcade there.
They did. Yeah.
Right across from the theater, they had El Chico's Of course,
Chico's.
Remember El
Shit,
Chico's?
bro.
It was the
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
And it stayed open late.
It's crazy. I remember that because I don't remember.
You don't remember El
Chico's.
Chico?
I remember
How old
that.
are
I
you?
remember Luby's, but not El
42.
Chico's.
Yeah,
Luby's
I'm
too.
39.
But
Yeah.
so it was all right
crazy,
there. It was all right there in that hallway. So
Yeah,
then if you go down a little
That's
bit
right.
further, there was Corn Dog 7. There was I think there was a
Yeah,
Pizza Hut.
You
There was-
remember it
oh,
all,
dude.
like all the
It's
small.
fucking-
There was a Pizza Hut.
Do you
there.
remember when you were born?
I remember when so the doctor tried to kill me.
These fucking metal clamps came in, grabbed me by the hand, and pulled me out.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like that was
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of a draw. You know what I mean? And then from there, you kind of like the kids can kind of go around the corner, and there was the stores that were for them, like Gadzooks,
Yep.
and it was
Yeah.
for the kids. And then you go further out, then the bigger stores around there.
And they had the fountains going and
Fountains
stuff,
were
dude.
going.
Those were cool.
So
Yeah.
like, if you were gonna do it today, what would be the draw?
Yeah, that's
You'd have to
Well,
have,
social
like-
media is a big platform, so
So the
You-
so the Galleria in Houston has a
like a skating rink or something, dude.
there's a skating rink there,
there is
but
a skating rink.
they have like this social media. They just took like several closed stores, and they built these partition. Not built. They have these partitions in there, and in each partition, it's a different design for a room for somebody that wants to do social media, or
What
if
do
you
you
just want to
mean?
go in there and take pictures, or if you want to do a little small
Seriously?
podcast. Yeah,
Is that what you were talking about, Tiffany? What are you talking
well,
about?
yeah,
So this is like-
I was
this-
just saying
it's like
social
a-
media
Dude,
is
that's
the
badass.
thing.
It's like people, of course, it's Houston. So like people, like everybody has this idea. I want to start a podcast, or I want to do
Yeah.
this, or I want to do this, or somewhere just to go take pictures. Houston's a big city, though.
Yeah.
So maybe that wouldn't work as much here in
That's
San
cool,
Angelo
though.
as it would there.
Yeah.
Because it gives the people a reason to go there. Because like, oh, I'm gonna go shoot my podcast there real
Absolutely.
quick. If you want to
That's
meet me there at the Galleria,
badass.
and then we'll go out to eat from there. You
Yeah.
know. Of course, it
love
helps that they have
that.
some really nice restaurants around
Yeah,
there too.
yeah, yeah.
so-
That was man.
That's
You know, we
badass.
actually had a place like that here in town.
Really?
really
On Concho, right next to the.
Yep.
What was it?
It was the same thing.
just like that.
Yeah,
Shut
they
up.
set up booths and stuff like that. Man, guy never didn't make it.
That
But then again, you know what? It was COVID.
It may have been
Oh,
too
yeah.
early
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
it may have been
Probably.
too early on.
For San
But then
Angelo, for
again,
sure.
I kind of feel like sometimes now, is it too late now? Like I don't know.
Not for San
That's a good
Angelo, I don't
question.
think.
I don't see. San Angelo's got a weird market.
It does,
It
though.
is a very
it
weird
does.
market.
It's
It's a weird
strange.
market.
You know
dude.
what would be
Yeah.
cool though? Like, this would be something that would have to change though. It'd be like, if you like in Vegas, you know how they have like the Stranger Things experience or whatever,
Ooh.
like that. Like if you know,
Something
like
that-
maybe this
yeah.
month
That's
it's that.
badass.
The
That
next
would be
month
cool.
it's something
And for something to
different.
change would be good for San Angelo because San Angelo
Likes
burns
change.
stuff out fast.
That's true. That's
and
true.
they love change.
That's
so
true.
you
Yeah.
you change the
Yeah.
experience up every
You're
few
right, dude.
months.
Like Golden Corral opens and it's like a chaos.
Yeah.
People around the block, and then 2 weeks later it's dead.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
dead. Nobody's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man, $30 a plate, bro. Hell yeah.
Have y'all been to Golden Corral lately?
No, I have not, man.
Have you?
I haven't been in like maybe
Dude,
6
I
months.
I haven't been in a while.
Yeah.
It ain't that long. I haven't been in like 4 or 5 years, dude.
That's
but I
right.
used to go quite a bit. Dude. It was
Dang.
cool.
Last time
Remember
I went there,
Luby's?
I got
Luby's
drunk.
was
Yeah,
cool.
Luby's
Luby's was
cool.
badass.
Luby's was
bro.
cool,
I
man.
love the Luby's.
See, that's another draw to the mall
mall.
used to
I know.
have it.
Luby's,
That was
yeah.
another
That's
draw.
right, dude.
What the fuck? There was a Luby's in the mall.
It was a Luby's.
Shut up.
Originally, it was in the
You
mall.
didn't know
It
that
was
either?
in the mall.
I
it was,
don't
Originally.
remember. The original.
Yeah,
I did
bro.
not know
it was
that.
like where
it was
Ulta is
dope.
at, like right in
dope.
that area.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
And then like there was one
Yep.
like where Chili's was, like right there
Yep,
at the
and
corner,
moved
right?
correct. It moved across the street. or
Across the
something.
street, it used to be
Yeah.
Greenies. and-
Greens.
That's at
grocery,
ABA.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That was sick when
The
it was at the
breakfast
mall.
was
though.
bomb.
The breakfast was bomb.
Whose?
Greenies.
What was Greenies?
It was a market. It was a little.
You mean Greens Grocery or no?
Greens Grocery.
Oh, okay.
Greens Grocery.
okay.
Greenies.
What did I
okay.
call it? Greenies. I don't
Greenies.
know.
Yeah, I think it was called that too.
Greens
no,
Grocery.
it was. That
Greens
was a
Grocery.
bad. It's
was a good
sad that
spot.
didn't make it. You know.
Yeah.
Man,
Sad, dude.
it's just it's hard, especially in a small town like this.
Yep.
The prices.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
that was
Yep.
hard.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
because I mean, if there was anybody like a small grocery store that was I thought was gonna make it, was like Abbott's food store.
should have made it.
Yeah.
They should have made it, man.
Right?
And I'm
Yeah.
like, it sucks. I mean, but then again, the guy was getting old. You know, he's
Yeah,
ready
that's
to
true.
get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my fucking hangback spot. You know, I'd take 50 cents and go get me a goddamn grapefruit.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist no more.
No.
50 cents?
No, dude.
Not
no.
no more.
Oh man.
I don't think you can get anything for 50 cents anymore.
Bubble gum, maybe. I don't even know if you can get a piece of gum or anything.
Fuck
Maybe
no.
One piece,
Maybe one
maybe,
piece.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
like a lollipop.
Maybe
Yeah,
a lollipop.
maybe.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't know what you would do to draw these kids in.
I know, dude.
You know, it's
It'd
a
have
hard.
to be-
You know what I did the other day? Right, I was coming down a couple Saturdays ago. I was coming down Sherwood Way, and I happened to look up at Sonic where I used to work, and there was kids crowded in the
Oh,
back
yeah?
of Sonic. Yeah, and I was like, dang. They're all, rednecks because, they're lifting they're lifting trucks and shit. And they were out there with their loud music and their different colored trucks.
That was us, though.
That was us. That's why I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
That was
actually,
us.
that wasn't me. I was in a nice Mustang.
Were you? You had a Mustang in high school?
I did.
You did? What year?
It was a 98.
So it was like new.
Yeah, it was fairly new.
What'd you drive in high school?
Ford Ranger.
You did?
I had a Ford Ranger.
We had a Ford. What did you drive, Tiffany?
I had a Dodge Neon.
Oh, a Dodge Neon. Oh, you probably got in trouble in that.
Dodge Neons were the car to have though back then.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, super affordable.
They were
reliable.
good cars. I had a Jeep. I wanted a Wrangler, so I'm a big Jeep Wrangler guy. I still have one, but we ended up getting. My uncle had a Cherokee, and we ended up getting a black Cherokee, but it had a system in it.
Oh,
my uncle had put it was like a 112-inch sub, but it was a banger, dude. It was sick.
Inside, I can already hear it because the way the cab design is of that.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was sick.
That whole thing is basically a box.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, it was so dope. And then I ended up getting my Jeep Wrangler senior year, and I took that to college. But
and you stuck with it ever since?
Yeah,
Jeep Wrangler?
I did. Yeah, and I just kept upgrading. That's all I've ever. I actually had a Dodge Challenger for a little while, and I was like, I'm too low to the ground. And I went back. But then, dude, a few years ago, I traded my Jeep in for a brand new 2019 Ford F-150, beautiful white, brand new, no miles on it.
Okay.
And I don't know how this happened. It'll never happen again. But I got 0% interest rate on it.
What?
It was some deal they had going. I don't know what it was.
I remember those. They had that going on.
It was
for a while.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I wrecked it like 2 years later, totaled it.
Oh.
And this was like 3 or 4 years ago when prices were ridiculous for used cars and new cars, which they still are. Mm-hmm. And so they gave me like $46,000 or something for it. And I tried to go back and purchase the same truck, and it was like 10 to 12 grand more. So I couldn't get back into it.
Oh, goddamn. It actually went up.
Sad. Yeah. So sad. Dude. Have you ever had an F-150?
I have one right now.
You do?
Yeah.
What year is it?
2018.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Dude, right?
It's got 320,000 miles on it.
I got a work truck.
What do you have?
My personal truck?
Yeah.
It's a 2015 Toyota Tundra.
Dude,
and
those
I
are
love that
sick though
thing.
too.
I
dude.
love that truck.
I almost bought one of those. Tundras.
I love that truck.
Yeah.
But my work truck before the one I'm driving right now was a 2019 F-150.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was actually a pretty nice truck.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, but
19, you said?
It was a 19.
That's what I had. Yeah.
But the transmission started randomly just getting hot on it.
Oh.
And
dude,
you know,
that
I'm out there
sucks.
in the field, so I would have to turn the truck off and then just kind of sit there.
Yeah.
You know, I'd go and lift the hood, just kind of sit there for about 45 minutes and then turn it back on, and I'd see the transmission gauge kind of come up a little bit, and then it would hang around halfway, and I'd be, okay, cool, I can go about my business. Mm-hmm. And then it would start getting hot again. And I went, man, I had to shut it down again. So I had to do that for, I don't know, maybe 6 months probably, before it finally took a crap. The transmission finally just burnt up on it, and it just took a crap. So it's parked out in the field still.
It's
crazy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a note on it?
It's a company vehicle.
Okay.
I took it. We took it into a transmission shop. They gave us a quote on how much it would cost to fix, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, just take it back to the field." And I was like,
just park it out there.
Yeah,
we're not gonna mess with
take
it
it back out there.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Which I mean, hey, shout out to Ford F-150s, bro.
I know, dude.
Fords. I was never a Ford guy.
Really?
Never, yeah.
What did you like? Chevy? Or
Chevys.
Yeah, I like Chevys a lot.
But I can't complain. You know, I got the last 3 vehicles. I've all put over 400,000 miles on them.
dude, you have gotten hella good runs because you had the Grey Goose, the Dodge, right? I had the exact.
Really?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Oh yeah.
I had the exact same year model.
Yeah.
I got 160,000 miles out of mine before it took a shit.
Yeah.
He got what, 300?
No, 440,000 miles.
440,000 hard miles.
Was
Hard
that a
miles.
1500? What was it?
Yeah, 1500.
Yeah,
1500.
Yeah. Okay.
A deer ran
Those
into
are
that
cool.
thing.
I
The
pulled.
deer.
Yeah.
We didn't run into the deer. A deer ran into it.
Okay. I get the story. Okay.
We used to work for him at one time.
Yeah.
We were driving that truck.
Okay.
But yeah, that one, my other Ford F-150, it's got over 400,000 miles
That's
on it now
crazy.
too.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Is that
Have you ever
2013?
had a 250?
Yes.
How are
Biggest
those?
biggest piece of shit I've ever
Dude.
had.
Why?
Dude, in one
Never
year I
had one
put
of
3 motors.
Oh, that sucks.
But granted, it was a 6.4.
So what's the best truck to get for that like heavy duty hauling type stuff? You
have
know what
no
I mean?
idea.
You don't?
I can't
You
tell
don't.
So,
really interesting. I thought you would.
I had a 2019 Chevy Z71.
How was that, dude? I love
And
Z71s.
That thing was it 50,000 miles? The lifters went out on it.
Oh.
Okay, that was covered under warranty. Cool,
Okay.
got that fixed. About 3,000 miles later, the lifting solenoids go out. That's not covered under warranty.
Oh.
At the same time, the air conditioner also was going out.
Oh no!
And the bracket that holds the idler pulley broke, just randomly broke.
Yeah, that sucks.
But the reason I
Damn,
can't
dude.
tell you about a big, 3/4 ton or
Right.
1 ton, because every single one that I've owned have crapped out on me before 50,000 miles.
No way.
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Except
That one that I'm driving right now is a 3/4. It's a gas though, F250.
Yeah.
And it's got 100. I just had it has 130,000 miles on it right now.
I couldn't see owning a diesel. I couldn't see.
How come?
They're so unreliable.
Are they really?
Yeah. I've heard
dude.
people are like, oh, I got 300,000 miles on it. I was like, okay, how much were those injectors? How much did
Right.
you clean out that turbo with that EGR?
Exactly.
You know, you've just spent a fortune.
What is an oil change on a diesel truck?
Yeah,
$300.
Oh,
About 200,
200,
yeah.
even
I
200.
didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
Damn, dude.
unless that thing is making you money, or
Right.
you're pulling trailers all the time.
Yeah.
I don't really see a reason to have a diesel.
Right. Yeah.
The only
yeah.
diesel I ever had that was worth the shit was the International. I had a big,
What's that?
International. It's a big medium duty truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that we ran.
That's a
like
work
shit.
truck.
Oh yeah, but that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. That's what it's
What
built
about,
Yeah.
dude? Ford Raptors are badass. Those are
Those are
nice,
cool.
dude.
for.
Yeah.
The new ones.
I don't know. I just
Yeah, if you get the Raptor R, all right. It
What's
comes with
that? The R.
The
V8.
it's the
Okay.
V8.
Yeah.
What is it? The one that Carrie has.
The Nightmare Ford Nightmare.
What the heck
Oh,
is
it's a
that?
Nightmare.
Oh man, it's a Roush. It's a Roush F-150.
What about that? You can do it. You can turn it into a Velociraptor.
Okay.
That's what he had before
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
okay.
Nightmare. Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
getting at.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
the
the one before the Nightmare was a Velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
by Hennessy Motorsports.
Yeah.
that thing.
Which I drove.
was
all
Badass? Oh, I
sick.
bet it was
Oh, it was
unbelievable.
sick,
I
dude.
would kill for that.
Dude, that
But-
thing was
okay.
sick.
That's what I want. Yeah.
They're good. They're nice. I tell you one thing that I would choose this over all of them.
Wow.
The G55 or G65.
What's that?
It's a Mercedes. It looks like it's
A truck?
a G wagon.
Why would you choose that over all?
Okay, this thing came from
I heard
Hennessy
you can get a tax
Motorsports.
break on those because of the weight.
Yes,
Really?
That's why a lot of people with money get those because
Okay.
they get this huge tax break on them because of the
Yeah.
weight.
That's
that
wild.
thing screams down the highway.
Damn.
Does
This
it?
thing came from Hennessy Motorsports, man. 700 horsepower.
God.
Whoa.
God
Fuck
damn.
yeah.
What kind of was it? V12?
No, it's a V8. It's an AMG.
Damn.
Yeah, but dude,
That's cool.
See, when he bought these, it was crazy though, because this is one of my clients.
Oh, okay.
He bought this thing, and I'm sitting there at the yard, you know, because I was working for him at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I see this big old 18-wheeler show up, Hennessy Motorsports.
Mm.
They
Bringing-
just bought this thing.
bringing
from-
him-
He had it delivered?
No,
Damn.
he was having that one and another truck picked up from that yard.
Oh, okay.
So they came and picked it up. I was like, "What are y'all doing?" He's like, "Yeah, we're here to pick up a Ford Raptor."
Okay.
And I'm like, "For what? The fuck?" He just.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, he just bought it. It's a
For
brand-
work?
Yeah, you know, they literally Jim Bass just dropped it off.
Oh, wow.
At the yard,
And just like that, they're
just
picking
like
it
that,
up.
they're picking it up. And I'm like, well, they coordinated with each other to make sure they picked. So I'm like, they loaded that up. They loaded up another car, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh man, every one of my cars that he buys goes straight to Hennessy Motorsports
Wow.
to get it upgraded.
Damn.
he
That
bought
must be
the-
nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's badass.
he had a sweet dude, Aston Martin DB9. He didn't even see it for 3 years.
Why?
Because it was
He was
over
getting
there.
it. Yeah, it was Hennessy Motorsports getting some shit done inside.
For 3 years?
Yeah, and had the whole inside redone.
Oh, wow.
And some
dude.
like fucking elephant schlong skin or something like that. Yeah, it's crazy.
up,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
Yeah, oh,
I'm
yeah.
not-
Elephant
Absolutely.
schlong?
Yeah.
which is crazy because he's like,
Damn.
he gave
Yeah.
me. I have a gun
wild.
case.
Yeah?
This made out of elephant dick.
You're lying.
No,
The
yeah,
softest
What's it
thing
smell
ever.
like?
it doesn't. You don't smell anything.
I agree though.
What's it taste like?
I don't know, man.
Don't lie. Don't
But
lie.
it is literally the smoothest.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like not even
You
silk.
stroke it?
Fuck yeah! I was like, damn, this is a sweet
Yeah.
ass case you got here.
Dude, hell yeah.
Dude, but it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he showed up right, and we were moving like end tables. They were fucking elephant feet.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Yeah.
He loves elephant parts or
Oh,
what?
bro,
He's
Elephant connoisseur.
I don't know if he still is, but at one time
He's-
he
he
was.
is.
He still is.
loves
So he is
elephant.
the largest
elephant high dealer.
elephant high dealer
Loves
in the
elephant
world.
dicks. Really?
Dang.
Oh yeah.
In the
Like,
world?
In the world.
Oh,
Damn. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Really crazy.
Yeah. Remember, he used to have that hat he used to wear all the time. It was made up.
Yeah.
It was a
Elephant dick hat?
It was a, that would have been funny as shit.
Hey, dickhead.
Dude, that would be dope.
It was an elephant ear, but that would have been better
That
if it
would've
was a
been-
dick.
Dude, that would have been sick, dude.
I'm like, these guys decked out in fucking elephant, bro.
dick stuff. Yeah.
Elephant. His entire outfit is elephant.
Like, what would you call him? If he was all denim,
entire
it'd be
outfit.
Denim Dan, right?
Denim Dan is
But
oh Dick Dan
Dick
over
Dan
there.
Dude, yeah. That's
just
badass.
But man, that just
The stuff is crazy because it's like how who
dude, that whole world is
who
crazy.
who yeah
I
yeah
know. Who
that's
does
that's exactly that's a whole other fucking
It is.
beyond us.
Yep.
We're
It sure
here
is. Yep.
doing our stuff out in the field, and this guy's in Africa doing whatever he does.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Wow.
Stalking
Well, how does he
elephants.
make his money? What does he do? He owns owns a company, like a big
Oh
company.
yeah. yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay, yeah.
what did what's it called that? They called him an oil tycoon.
Oh,
National
wow,
Geographic.
dude.
I think that's what
National
they called him.
Geographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tycoon.
He's on the cover.
He's
right?
on the cover
of National Geographic.
That's crazy.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
in his trophy room.
And, yeah.
How do y'all know him?
Of course.
Man, I started working for him back in 2004,
Okay.
and I've been working. I've been I worked as an employee, and then I contracted through him.
Okay.
Been contracted through him ever since. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, man,
that's cool.
he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. And he's obviously a pretty cool guy. He
Yeah.
can be a little bit anal, but
Yeah.
The one thing though for sure is that it seems like everything he touches out there, as far as oil field related, I mean, he just turns it into something. Like people look at it. Like,
I've never seen a person turn something into nothing.
something into
So,
nothing.
yeah.
Or
Oh no,
nothing-
nothing,
nothing
into something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, wait a minute. There's no
What do
way.
you mean?
there's
Like,
no-
what did he do?
like I've never every well he's ever drilled
Yeah.
has made something.
Yeah.
Like it turned out to be a really good well.
And that's not common?
It's not. It's very hard.
Okay.
It's extremely hard.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of I guess the easy way to explain this. When you're drilling,
The
there's a lot of
tolerances.
formations.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of you can get into water, you can
Okay.
get into oil. Sometimes a little bit mix of both.
Yeah.
And sometimes the fucking well doesn't even pay for itself because it's making more water,
water
than it does
than
oil.
I see.
You know.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've been working with him since 2004, man, and I've seen him turn fucking like just mind blowing shit. Okay, Exxon's had this lease, Humble back in the day. Humble had this. No one's ever turn. I guess
They got out of it because they were like, okay, we're
it's
done
not
with
making
this.
any more money.
Yeah.
And I've seen them turn a lease that made 150 barrels. Turn it literally within a month into 1,800 barrels.
Damn.
I've seen them turn
Yeah.
crazy.
a barrel a day lease into a 200 barrel a day lease. And
I
I'm
wonder
like,
what he's doing.
I have no idea. Some deal with the devil probably
I know.
Yeah.
because I don't understand it. I don't
Yeah.
understand it.
That's
Made a deal with an
crazy.
elephant.
But everybody,
He's got like
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't doubt it. He's been going out.
elephant dick charm. Like,
Yeah. He's got to wear no.
sprinkle some elephant dust
You
on
seen
it.
that movie? What was it? Y'all seen that movie Tusk? That's what it makes me think of.
Oh,
What's that?
shit.
Because he was
Tusk.
obsessed with the walrus.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Just
Tusk,
Long.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Along.
It's a horror movie, right?
I gotta
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
that. Nice.
Man.
It's like a B-rate type movie, I
It's
think.
like an independent
Yeah.
film, yeah.
Maybe
It's
it's independent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's still good though.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, it'll freak you out. It's kind of one of the,
Nice.
who makes that?
Y'all remember what was it? The Human Centipede.
Centipede?
Yeah.
It's kind
bro.
of
It's
like that.
that.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did y'all see that South Park episode, The Human Centipede?
South Park
love
is
that
great.
Have you
man.
seen
I
the
love
new ones,
South
though?
Park.
Speaking of that, did y'all see Charlie Kirk on
didn't
South
see it.
Park? Yeah, he's the guy who goes to the colleges, the conservative Republican. He's a real big Trump supporter, and he goes to colleges, and he made famous the "Prove Me Wrong."
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
deal.
He debates college
And,
kids.
yeah, he does. And one of the biggest things he does is like abortion. He talks about abortion a lot, a few other things. But anyway, yeah, South Park did a parody where Cartman was Charlie Kirk. It was hilarious, bro. And then
I'm about to go watch that one.
he
now.
made his profile picture on X that Cartman character.
Cartman character, yeah.
So he was a good sport about it. So it was cool. Have you been watching the new ones?
I have, man.
What are some good ones? I haven't seen that many yet.
Actually, there's only 2 out right now.
the
third one's not out.
Ozempic, like
Oh, how's that one?
it's like one on its own. Like it's not
Like an
really
independent-
It's
like
like
a
an
movie,
yeah. That
Oh,
one's
really? What do you
fucking-
mean?
Well, so it's like a little short movie.
Okay.
It's like
okay.
maybe
Oh, I
an
see.
hour long, something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they did that one. They did Cred.
Cred was
We're
funny.
all on
Cred?
Paramount, right?
What's the fucking
So
drink?
Cred, they're
Prime?
making fun of Prime.
the prime drink. And
Oh yeah,
Logan
okay,
Paul.
yeah, okay, yeah.
What's his Logan LaDouche?
Yeah. So they did that one. They did the Ozempic one.
Yeah.
The Ozempic one was great.
Yeah,
especially
I need to watch
because it
that.
came out right whenever all that shit was blowing
Oh,
up.
Yeah, I need to
yeah.
watch that.
I mean, because they
for sure.
time these things like
They
perfect.
do,
well.
right?
And I was like,
I can't wait to come
Yep.
out with an episode, bro. We're like, I don't know how you think about Ozempic, man, but I just feel like, man, in the future, there's going to be some problems.
You do. I want to talk about this. So listen.
Okay.
So, excuse me. So my girlfriend is doing it, and she only needed to lose like 10 or 15 pounds. Well, some good friends of ours are the Ritchie doctors, Weil and Shaddy, Ritchie at Shannon.
Okay.
Both of them just left like days ago. But Shaddy is an endocrinologist.
Okay.
Hormones and stuff like that, and so he prescribed it to her, and she did great on it. She lost like 10 or 15 pounds, and I asked her, I was like, because I've had clients too who've done it, and I asked her, what does it do exactly? Like, how do you feel? And she said, you can't really. Only thing you can really feel is like a suppression of appetite a little bit. And so the clients that I've had that have been on it have seen success with it, but the biggest risk for it, and when I had Mason Collins on, he talked about this as well, is when your appetite's suppressed and you need to lose weight, but maybe not a ton of weight, you don't eat enough protein. And then what happens is your body eats up its own lean muscle tissue. So what happens is your body fat percentage goes up, but your lean body mass goes down. And so your composition is worse. Right. So you might lose weight, but your composition is worse. You get that skinny fat kind of look.
Yeah.
And so that's the trick. So what I found fascinating, though, is he said, because he prescribes it along with TRT, and he says he does it himself. He gives himself a subcutaneous shot every week. And I said, you do it yourself? Because he doesn't need to really lose weight. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, how come? And he said, well, I feel like it just kind of helps me maintain and keeps my appetite under control. He does that along with TRT. And so I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but so I used one of my girlfriend's, I tried it, the Ozempic shot, and I just did it for a week. And
let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody that's listening, we are not medical professionals.
Exactly.
Do your own research. This is just our own experiences.
Exactly.
On this.
Personal testimony here.
Yes.
And anyway, and so I just felt a little bit of appetite suppression, but that's about it. But I was thinking about maybe getting prescribed and doing it with like TRT, like kind of how Mason was doing it. But I'm worried about what you just said. Why do you feel like there might be some
Because
stuff
this
in
is
the
what
future?
I feel. Because
Are you on it? Have you done it?
I've done it.
Okay.
Yes. I was on Ozempic for a month.
You were?
Month and a
I
half.
want to
something
hear
like
your
Maybe
experience.
a month and a half, I think.
that.
You
It
hated
does-
life.
it- huh?
You hated life.
You
I
did?
did. Like God, I'm not gonna explain this. It gave me like stomach problems.
Oh,
It
yeah,
did give me-
that can, yeah.
What it did is it killed my fucking. I guess because I don't even call it an addiction, but I didn't like to eat.
Yeah.
Like, the alcohol out the window. I'm like I couldn't
What?
even. It wasn't. I just didn't want to drink. I was just like, oh, it's not.
Interesting,
It's not.
yeah.
Like it killed a lot for me. All the stuff that I did like.
Right.
I just stopped.
That
you
kind
know.
of sucks, yeah.
I didn't really. I did lose a little bit of weight. I'm not gonna say that I didn't, but
yeah, like how much? Like 10, 15 pounds? or-
maybe not even that. Maybe
Oh, okay.
5-10 pounds.
Oh, I see.
Did it make you pretty sick?
It just gave me real bad stomach issues.
Yeah.
I'm just like I didn't want to eat because I'm like, oh man, I don't want to. Fuck, my stomach's gonna hurt.
Right.
Tiffany, you tried something like that too,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I tried the Manjaro,
Uh-huh.
and it made me extremely sick.
Did it really? Wow.
Yeah, I was so sick, sick as I've ever been.
Whoa.
And I couldn't eat anything for like a week or two.
That's crazy.
I'd be afraid of stomach paralysis, man. I'm like, fuck, that's forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
when
I
you
don't
get
know. Yeah.
See, in the other studies they were talking about the semaglutides is like, I mean, yes, you're losing if you didn't take enough protein, you start losing
Right.
mass, but losing the bone density.
Yeah.
There was
Yep.
a lot of that. And
Absolutely.
I'm like, man,
There can be. Yeah.
it's a scary deal.
Yeah.
Will it do anything? Who knows? I don't
Right.
know. But
Yeah.
my only there's some people that did fine on it.
Yeah. for
My
sure.
only issue was that
Yeah,
they put
okay.
me on like Victoza at first. Do that.
What is that?
It's
It's still semaglutide?
I think it was
okay.
a semaglutide, but it was kind of like before Ozempic came
Okay.
out. So this is
Yeah.
like years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking hurt, man, decimated my stomach.
Whoa.
But it was
that's
bad,
crazy.
man. So I stopped taking all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'm like, maybe there's something I need something though because dude, I have an
You know what
addiction.
I've been
You're
taking,
a
dude?
you're a foodie.
Yeah.
I'm a foodie, yes.
Well, I've been taking, have y'all heard of methylene blue?
Yes, I've heard of
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
So it's like Joe Rogan takes it. What's his name? The Liver King is famous for taking it.
Oh, really?
By the way, are y'all familiar with the Liver King?
Yes.
I want to talk
yeah.
about that in a minute. It's crazy. That dude's off his rocker. Anyway, and so it's a mitochondria. What it does is, so ATP is adenosine triphosphate, which is essentially energy for the cells of your muscles.
Okay.
So when you're working out, let's say you're doing bicep curls and you're feeling your muscles burn.
That pump. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you can't just keep going because it burns so bad. So that's the adenosine triphosphate, the ATP depletion. And so you have to rest so that it regenerates. It comes back
I
into
thought
the
it was
cell.
the buildup of like lactic acid in your muscles.
That's actually lactic acid has something to do with that, but it's more so the ATP.
The ATP.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it helps you to so what this supplement does is it at the mitochondrial level it helps ATP intake. Basically, it helps your cells rejuvenate faster and use it more efficiently. And it's weird because it was a textile dye at one point, so it's blue.
That's crazy.
And so here's what's a little scary. So I've been doing it for about 30 days, and you're supposed to. I mean, here's what's weird is that the dosing is all over the map. Some people do 3 drops. We're talking about a little dropper.
Yes.
Some people do 3 full droppers full.
Oh, the
And
full
so,
deal.
full
wow.
thing. And so I started with a few drops, but now for me, like I don't feel anything. So I do like a full dropper and a half, which is not uncommon for someone my size. And it kind of tastes bitter or whatever. And it's weird because your pee comes out bright blue.
That's
Like
weird.
no joke. It's weird. It's super weird. And so it's a little scary. So the only thing I
That's
feel
kinda
really,
crazy.
I know it looks weird. So they say that it helps with like it's a sustained energy throughout the day. Like if you've ever taken Adderall, they say it's like a cleaner Adderall. I don't feel any of that. I feel like a little bit of focus when I work out, like a little more clarity throughout the day for sure. And when I work out, like I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like I can get through a set kind of easier. Like it used to, like toward the end of the set, I was kind of dying, and now I'm like, let's go.
You got that.
Oh, shit.
that-
Okay.
Yeah. So it's worth it for that.
Have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I
Okay,
love Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad's that's one of the best shows ever.
Absolutely, 100%.
But when they rob the train,
Yeah.
that's what they're going for is methylene.
that's
Is that the
right.
same thing?
I don't think
'Cause
so.
that's
But
what-
it's
Methylene
methylene. It is methylene. Now.
Yeah, it is
For, like,
methylene,
blood
and it
disorder.
does turn his stuff blue.
That's right. I don't know.
I wonder if that's
It
the
was a
same thing.
textile thing, right? Because that's where they were headed.
Oh yeah, it was a textile dye.
Yeah.
And
Fuck,
so
that's nuts, bro.
Anyway, it's
That's crazy,
You gotta
right?
make sure, yeah. Hey, for anybody listening, or you guys, if y'all want to try it, make sure you get a USDA approved, FDA approved supplement from a good reputable company because some of the shit that they're selling out there is literally. They also use
Watered down.
No, it's fish tank cleaner. Yeah.
What the?
So some people are
fuck?
out there consuming fish tank cleaner,
Yep.
getting it from a bad company. So you got to make sure you get the right company. But it's a cool supplement.
God
it
dang
really
it.
Yeah.
is.
So
Yeah.
that's nuts.
So,
Yeah, dude.
so when you do it, and you do it right before you work out, and
I
you
just
get
do it first thing in the morning
first thing
every
in the
morning.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you have that all day long, that energy.
Mhm. And it's not super to me. It's nothing like Adderall.
Okay.
It's not like that
Yeah.
at all.
You just
It's-
feel like you're
It's like drinking a Red
You
Bull, but
just
it lasts
feel-
all day long.
Yeah, okay.
If you feel more alert, you really do. You feel
Okay.
just a little more alert. And
So-
I feel like when you're doing high intensity activities or something that gets your heart rate up, I feel like that's where you notice it the most.
Okay.
Yeah. The
So
benefits.
before the podcast, man, and you were like, "Hold on, stop right there," because I
Yeah,
want to
oh,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
this testosterone.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so you've taken it?
Yeah, so
Okay.
like TRT treatment, like when I had Mason Collins on, we talked about it kind of in depth, and he knows way more than I do about it. But you were saying, and I have a lot of friends who are this way too, that they had that mental kind of the fatigue, like you're not having mental clarity, the motivation being one of the big things, loss of motivation, loss of ambition or interests, complacency.
Check, and
Yeah,
check.
and like sexual stuff, just not working. Workouts are terrible, and what happens is you get your testosterone checked, and it's usually low. I think anything below 250 or 300 is considered low.
Okay.
And they can put you on TRT, and it's injectable testosterone and anthate usually. And there's some clinics will do the pellets where they put pellets in your butt and your ass.
Oh shit. Okay.
But they move around a lot and they cause issues. This is what Mason told me. He said he doesn't do them at all.
So is that a
because of
time release, the pellets?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they also have the creams and stuff. And he actually said, I thought they were garbage. He said, no, those are actually good, the creams, because you can account for how much you put on. It's just easy to do. You don't have to put a needle in your shoulder or your butt. But the injectable is good, he said, because it's not like up and down and all over the place.
Okay.
And it doesn't move around like the pellets. You usually see just overall better results with it. But man, I'm telling you, like so I had Rusty Bartolomeo on. He's a local realtor.
Damn, you said that way different than I would.
I know.
Bartholomew.
Most people say Bartholomew, and I was going to say that until I asked him. He came on the show. And,
Okay.
And anyway, his testimony, like what he said, and this is true. This is why I did it. He was like, dude, like I literally like. I wasn't suicidal, but I just didn't care. Like kind of what you were saying, just kind of that complacency, like whatever, I don't care. Like had no motivation, like to do the goals he set out. He didn't care about achieving them, and he was just like in this foggy ass place.
Yes. God damn it, yes.
Yeah,
Speaking
and dude,
to me.
his test level was like 150 something.
Oh, wow.
I think I'll have to ask him. But he said afterwards, dude, he was like, pray. That's why I had Mason on. He's like, dude, like it's changed my life. He was talking about just like everything. Like he's like gets up and he's like, I'm ready to go. Like I have this motivation and it's true,
crazy.
man.
And he's actually following through. Like it's not like just
exactly.
a thought and he gets home and he's like, I'm going to sleep.
That's
he's
right.
Like, nope, I got energy. I can do this.
Yes, dude. And so for guys our age, especially, so I think the statistic is, I think it's after 40, we start losing testosterone, and every year after that, like 41, 42, it's 3% reduction every year after that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3% a year.
So it just continues to.
Yeah.
So when
everybody, they say this, everyone will have, of course, obviously all guys will have low testosterone at some point as we age. Is going to happen. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that's on the other side of the coin is it can thicken your blood, your red blood cell count.
I've heard that, yes.
And so that's something you got to be aware of. You got to get your blood work done regularly. Some people,
that leads to high blood pressure, right?
It can, yeah, absolutely, yes. And you have to donate blood sometimes.
I've heard hair loss increases as well.
Yeah, so the male pattern baldness can happen. But here's the thing: they have stuff to combat that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those deals where you don't want to be like, oh, I'm doing like 60 different things, to counteract.
When you are doing these different testosterone deals, is this one of those things where it just has to be a regimen that stays with you. Like you're going to have to continue to do this because if you stop doing it, you'll be right back into the same.
Dude, yeah, Abraham, that's something to really think about because I had a buddy and he was my workout partner for a while and he decided to do it at the Live Oak Testosterone Clinic. And this was before I did. And he was like trying to convince me and I was like, yeah, I mean, I know it's incredible. I know I've heard. And he started doing it and he was like, dude, I just don't know because he's like, yeah, the benefits are great, but I have to do this for the rest of my life now. Yeah. And I was like, dang, I know, dude. Yeah. That's kind of crazy to think about.
Because what it does, your body, with you supplementing testosterone, your body just says, hey, we're done. We're done making it.
Yep. You got it. It shuts down the natural production of your testosterone. Yeah.
But if you're young, I get it. Hey, maybe you want to get something else. But if you're like, you're 50, you're done. Your body's pretty much, hey, the factory's closed.
So I have never done that. I've done where I'll go to like say Maximus Nutrition. I'll get like a deal of test booster, right? Uh-huh. So like especially like when we were like, hey, we're going to Vegas, we're going to be going to the circuit, we're going to be out in the pool. I'm like, damn, I gotta start working out a little bit.
Yeah.
So when I know we got something like that, or like when we got married, I was like, okay, we're taking like these pictures that we're gonna want. I need to look a little bit good for these, so we start working out. So I went and got that, and I got another bottle of something else because I used to be really into it. So I was like, these are the only two that I'm going to take while I'm on it. Mm-hmm. And I felt great. I was working out constantly and, all the way up until, the trip.
Yeah.
And then once the trip's done, I'm not taking it no more. Right. And then crash.
You did?
Yes.
Did you do the post cycle? Did you know if you did?
I didn't do post cycle.
Okay, that's part of it too.
So once
quit cold turkey.
I just quit.
Yeah.
And talk about crash.
Yep.
And no motivation to work out no more.
Dude,
and just for a minute I went through this thing where it was just like I just didn't want to do shit.
Yeah. You crashed your shit, man.
Yeah.
Balls fell through the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
So
there they are.
Yeah. Well, with the market of peptides, man.
Yeah.
Because there's compounding labs, there's all types of shit, and it's gotten to the point where it's become a fad.
It has,
right?
For sure.
So everything's become expensive.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find, because I'm not only say this because I've been doing my research on this. Right? I'm trying to find a reputable place.
Yeah.
I just found out of Gray Labs. You ever heard of Gray Labs?
I haven't.
Okay, Gray Labs are not. They're not the high end labs that are making all this shit, right? But still apparently putting out decent product.
Okay.
And some of them are decent labs.
Yeah.
But they're just not well known.
Okay.
And it's like, got the.
Are they in Austin?
No, Great Labs?
Yeah.
No. This is actually the market. Kind of like black market.
Okay.
You know, this
Oh,
is
I
the
didn't know that
gray
either.
market.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
somewhat.
it's people that like they're able to put this, let's say retatrutide.
Yeah.
You know, it's not FDA approved, so you can't
Right.
you can't get it out. So it's a way cheaper. It's cheap as shit now, and it works on. They call it the GPL3 because it's got 3 different. It works on. I don't even try to explain it because I'm gonna ruin it. But apparently, there's a lot of good shit coming out of it. You know, so there is studies in like London in the U.S. that there's really good shit coming out.
There is, dude. You're right.
Yeah, you're not losing. I guess you're not losing the muscle mass.
Yeah,
you're not losing bone density.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a different peptide that's just working with 3 different things at once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you know, there's retatrutide, there's BPC 157. They got to the point where it's like, it's not really affordable.
Yeah, it's expensive,
You know,
man.
so
But it's crazy you're talking about this because peptides are kind of, like you said, they're the thing, especially like also in the bodybuilding industry and fitness industry. Especially people who compete and stuff, are moving away from the harder stuff, which is good. Like they'll still probably do like a like a TRT. Like they're still doing like a testosterone, but they're pairing that up with peptides now, and I've talked to people personally that I've interviewed who are competing right now, and they're like, dude, peptides are incredible.
So pairing something like tren with peptides?
No. I mean, plenty of people do that too, but they'll stack like a testosterone, an anthate, or like a test prop, probably, if they're going to stack it with a tren ace and a masteron or something.
Is that all stacking is? Because I heard that term. It's just adding different
compounds.
Ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But now instead of 3 or 4 different compounds like that, of steroids, they're just doing the TRT like through a doctor, but they're adding in these peptides. Yeah. And they're seeing incredible results, which is really good, honestly, because those multiple compounds like that is where you get into like people having strokes and heart attacks and dying, and it's bad for the industry. It's just bad.
And these peptides are different, man. Like the BPC 157, faster recovery.
That one's pretty badass, dude.
Yeah,
it's pretty neat.
I've heard people just on that.
Yeah.
Like my
those help with the slow slow down the aging process as well. I think different types. Well,
of peptides. It helps regenerate. It helps your body just like one of my buddies.
That's the Wolverine peptide you're talking about.
Man, that's crazy because that's exactly what he said about his dad. He's like, bro, my dad's like a fucking Wolverine right now. I was like, on it? No, my buddy's not. His dad is.
His dad is.
His dad is. Like,
how much is that one? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't mind trying.
BPC 157. Yeah, it's so hard because it depends on where you get it. Like Live Lives to Well at Austin.
In Austin,
dude, it's $500 a month. I'm like, who can afford that?
No, dude, I didn't know that.
It's waste to well.
Like it's $500 a month.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I'm like, dude, there's
a car payment.
Yeah, I can't afford that.
Exactly.
You know, but I'm like, dude, figure to make me feel like a Wolverine. You know,
I know, right? Yeah.
All right. He's like, dude, he is like fucking stacked. And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, you remember how he used to be? And I'm like, yeah, dude. I was like, he is stacked. And I'm like, fuck. Bro. Or what did he say? Maybe he said Wolverine, but he said something like a fucking gorilla, you know?
Beast.
Yeah, he's a beast, you know? And I'm like, dude, that's badass. Because I'm like, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, bro.
But I'm like, I don't want to put like, what's crazy to me, because this is my train of thought. Get on the fucking BPC 157, get on the TB 500, something to get my body going. But then I'm like, am I putting a fucking Corvette engine into a hoopty? Right. Is my heart gonna pop?
It's a sleeper. No, you're a sleeper.
I'm a sleeper. You are. What it is?
I think you'd be fine with peptides, dude. I really do.
Well, I want to talk to somebody because I'm like, I know I got diabetes, right? But I can't go to a doctor because,
dude, I hate that too, man.
You've done Ways to Well program, haven't you?
No,
I thought
you've done what?
I went and got tested
for what?
Ways to Well.
What is that?
So it's like is it a lab?
Yeah, it's a lab.
It's a facility in Austin where they can basically they run all these tests on your blood and they figure out like where you're at, like your testosterone and everything.
Really they were cool, man.
And then they try to like figure out a program for you.
Dude, heck yeah.
That's cool. Their whole thing, their whole shtick, anyways, I won't say shtick because it's not really a stick.
Yeah.
Their whole deal is cash. Because they can treat you cheaper cash than going through an insurance.
Yeah.
Because he was on Joe Rogan. He's like, you know what sucks is it, like, let's say, because you worked at a pharmacy, right? That once you showed up and told him that you have insurance, he's legally binded by a gag order to tell you how much cheaper he can give it to you for cash.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's like, what's crazy is that you're going to sit there and pay $10 on a copay when I can literally make 30 months supply of, let's say, metformin and sell it to you for $3.
Wow.
But as soon as you tell me you have insurance,
right,
I'm legally bound.
That's
I can't tell you,
dude. Yeah.
You know, and he's like, that's, He broke down this whole insurance shit. You know,
I can just see that. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, that's kind of fucked up because I mean, this is the way these insurance companies are making a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that's their whole thing. But I'm like, you know, back to getting where I was talking about the peptides. Is it like these? I know people that want to get into this, but can't afford $500.
Right. No way, dude.
You know, and that's where I was getting with some of these like these gray labs, which the gray market, where you can get these peptides cheaper. Now, then again, I don't know what, like some of these gray labs will tell you, hey, if you go out and get it third party tested, we'll send you a voucher. Well, so you know, we would like for you to recoup some of your money because we just want people to know that our shit's good.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
You know, but. Then again, how much is like I'm so skeptical when it comes to shit like that.
Oh yeah, you should,
especially when I'm putting shit in my body.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's why I really want to talk to somebody. Exactly. Because I'm at this point, right? They're like, oh, exercise, stuff like that, and I'm like, yes, I totally understand. That's where it needs to get, right? Yeah. But it's like I gotta get up. I gotta have the motivation to get up and get going. You know, and I don't have that. Like I can say, yeah, this is because I know what I need to do. I know I need to eat better. I need to exercise. I need to change my lifestyle. Yeah. Right? But if the will's not there, you know, that's all of a sudden, yes.
I'm telling you, what I think you should do, and this is just from my opinion as a fitness, a certified trainer and fitness nutrition specialist, is TRT with a good reputable clinic like Live Oak.
Okay.
And get that set, get your blood work done, make sure you're good with that. And then a good strength coach who can design a program like we talked about that has good mobility and flexibility built into it for the majority of your program for the first like 6 weeks. So you're working out all those kinks and getting your body functional again. So you're not piling strength on top of dysfunction like we talked about.
Yeah, I got you.
And then you'll still have some strength training, but nothing crazy. Like that's what people do. The biggest mistake is they pile on too much at first. They're trying to change everything, or they're trying to work out 5 days a week. You know, I have clients who come to me and are like, "I want to do 5 days a week," and I'm like, "When's the last time you worked out?" And they're like, 2 years ago. And I'm like, "Let's start with 3."
I want to max out. I want to max out today.
Consistency is everything, dude. If you can, it doesn't matter what you set out for yourself. It's one workout a week. If you can be consistent for a month and then you add in another workout a week, that's the key, dude. Because it's those small victories. Okay. So you just need to. If you have a solid regimen where you have your TRT in place, because that's going to help with your motivation and feeling better and clarity of mind, a good program where it's not anything crazy. Like you go in there and you're like, I can do this. And you're done and you feel better than when you left. And you're not sore as fuck and like dying.
Oh, that's me, bro.
Pissed off. Because that's just going to make you not want to go back.
No, yeah.
So you start
can't wash your hair. You're just like,
you start like getting these small victories, dude. And then you increase intensity. You decrease, like we talked about, the mobility, flexibility component and increase the strength and conditioning component. You start seeing some big results, get more wins, motivation increases. Yeah.
That's one other thing. Is like I need a peptide for fucking focus or to tell me, hey.
Have you ever heard of creatine?
It takes, yes.
What do you think about creatine?
So there's 2 types. There's monohydrate and then there's, monohydrate and hydrochloride. And so most of the research has been done on monohydrate, and it was done with athletes, I think back in the 80s or something like that. Monohydrate can make you retain water, and it's good for increasing strength, but it's nothing crazy. Like it's kind of blown out of proportion. And the problem with the monohydrate is the bioavailability. So your body's not absorbing a whole ton of it. Whereas hydrochloride, even though not as much research has been done, your body absorbs a lot more of it at a higher rate.
Okay.
And so
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So if you can get some good hydrochloride creatine to add into it's just a tool though in the toolbox, just like methylene blue.
But I've heard it was good for mental clarity as well.
Yeah, it can be for sure.
Yeah.
But nothing like, well, I say game changing, but I mean, if you add it in with some other good things, some good habits in your life, and like we said, the TRT or whatever else, then it can really make it a little bit of a difference. But some people go into it thinking, I'm going to do creatine and get jacked, and it's just helps with strength a little bit.
Something that I've always wondered, and you're the person to ask because you've been doing this for a long time. Say somebody's to just start working out, they just will it.
Yeah.
No supplements. Are they able to just generate some of these supplements in their body on their own,
for sure,
just by doing it?
You got it.
Your body will just start generating. So
it'll make its own creatine for sure. It'll your test levels will increase on their own. Your growth hormone, all those good hormones. The one thing that gets a little tricky.
I had an analogy in my head that it was great.
What was it?
It's like this. I get what you're saying, which is great, you know. But I'm like
Kickstarting it is hard as hell, though.
Yeah, no, but to me, the analogy was trying to start a diesel engine in the winter. I'm like, just put some fucking ether in it. Let's go. You know, it's like, it's cranking. It's eventually going to start. You're eventually going to get going. You know?
It really is the hardest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It is, dude.
Just
start is the hardest. Even to this day, dude. Like when I go to the gym, the hardest part is getting there. Like sometimes I can't get myself out the door into the gym, and then even walking into the gym, and then
fighting with yourself.
We make up every excuse.
What does Joe Rogan call the inner bitch?
The inner bitch.
Yeah, he wins every time with me. So that motherfucker.
That's actually sports psychology. Is if you can do your workout in the morning, that you get it out of the way, and you don't have the rest of the day to argue with yourself and convince yourself you don't need to do it. You know, and that's so smart. Doing it in the morning. But dude, it's crazy. Once I get there, get the second set done, I'm like, let's go. You know, I feel good. And it's always worth it every time, dude. Yeah. But I know how hard that fight is, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You're just pushing every morning.
It's so hard, bro.
Dude, tell me about it. I lose every time.
If you were to start a program like I'm talking about, when would you be able to do a consistent workout 3 days a week? What time of day? Like in the morning before work or after?
Actually, any day.
Not Wednesdays.
But what time of day?
Not Wednesdays.
What time of day, though? Like morning?
That's crazy because that wouldn't be in the morning because I don't sleep early. My bedtime's 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Oh, it is.
I can't.
So it'd be in the evening.
Yeah, if I can win myself to go, yeah.
Right, so that's the problem, huh?
Yeah.
After work.
Because after work, I'm like, man, I've been out in the sun all day.
I know,
the last thing I want to do is go lift some weights. So I could. I mean, I can't. I can't even say that I could sleep early because I can't. I'll just sit there. I'll lay in bed.
Yep.
And I don't know what it is. So like, there's like, here's this crazy though. I've actually figured this out. So I could, because I have an insomnia issue.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. So guess how I fixed it?
Oh.
I carb load. So my insulin spikes and I crash.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like I didn't know that I was doing that until I broke it down one day. I'm like, it's crazy because I'll eat like a sandwich at night, you know, but I'll make sure that it's like heavy, you know, heavy on the bread and heavy on the mayonnaise. Because I'm like, if I eat this, then I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Okay. You know, for the longest time, I was just like, no, I just eat at snack, you know, before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes it's a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
But what it is that I just either a carb or a sugar raise my insulin. My insulin causes me to crash out.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, and after years, like it wasn't something that just happened overnight. You know? I've been slowly building this to the point where my body was all like, hey, this is the only way you sleep now.
Do you have device in your hand or anything when you're trying to sleep or TV on or anything? You don't?
No.
And you still can't sleep?
I cannot sleep, man.
Because I had some clients like that. Like I had this one female client. She's like, I can't sleep. And we went on this trip together, a bunch of us, this fitness convention thing. And she was in the same hotel room and she was on the ground when she had her phone in her hand. And she was watching stuff, and I said, "Do you do that every night?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That's why you can't sleep. Like,
that's just in your face.
Your brain's going the blue light or whatever it's called from the phone. Like, you're not going to be able to sleep. You know, if you have your device in your face. But that's good that you don't do that.
I'll watch TV, but then again, that's all I'm up doing. Yeah, you know, I'm like,
your mind?
I do too.
Is your mind, Oscar, like constantly thinking about like what you need, like stuff you might need to do, or
is it
you're
like
right before I go to bed?
Oh yeah,
where I'm just like, all right, like chill out.
Have you ever heard of shutting? And I don't do it either though. But I have heard stories where people will shut their Wi-Fi off in the house when they decide that or they'll put like a timer. Like
that's not a bad idea.
Their Wi-Fi is plugged into like a strip. A power strip that has a timer.
I know people that do that.
And they'll and it'll turn off like say you go to bed. You try to go to sleep at like 11 at night or 12, whatever.
Especially if you have kids.
And it'll click off.
Yeah.
And on the main so like if you have Frontier, wherever your main box is at, wherever it's plugged in, make sure it's plugged into that so it shuts all of them off.
Whoa.
So you have no Wi-Fi going through the house.
That's kind of smart, dude. Yeah. I like that.
That'd be kind of a
These newer routers, they have a timer set
accountable.
Do they?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Frontier, you can go on. You can be like, all right, shut it off at this time. All the internet.
Yeah. We can see. I mean,
for you start using your mobile data.
Two different things. I mean, but two different ways it works.
You just
to help you
is
like you can't get on your device. I mean, you can get on your phone, I guess, but your TV, anything else that's running off of Wi-Fi is not going to work. You know. Yeah. But the other thing is supposedly with the Wi-Fi running through your house, apparently it fucks with you.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe.
Yeah. So the thought is like, well, if you shut it off, you'll get better sleep because it's not running. You know,
fucking 5G is not rotting your brain.
Your brain to,
you're trying to sleep.
I don't. We are kind of conspiracy theorists here, but I don't know. I actually haven't looked into it. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, who's to say that it's not fucking?
I know, right?
I believe it.
My kids will be like,
I do too.
I'll just get a little alert saying, "Can I get this person use your hotspot?
Yeah. See, I believe it in that shit because, like, you ever listening, like, all of a sudden this song pops in your head and you just start singing it in your head. You're like, I'm gonna turn the radio on. The fuck am I singing to myself?
There's a song,
and it's right where it was. I'm like, oh, it's because the fucking frequency's hitting your brain. You know,
it could be.
It could be. Yeah. What if it's like vibrating the little fluid, the brain fluid, or whatever?
Well, the radio waves are running through the air constantly. So
yeah,
true. Yeah. Have y'all had any controversial podcast episodes yet, or anything?
What do you mean, like with Spotify or something like that?
Anything,
or just
like
with people,
with people, or with like trouble uploading because of content, or people being like, I can't believe you do that.
We've got 3 right now. I have 2 that YouTube has pulled. I've got to go through them. I had to take like a little class, like an hour-long class with YouTube. Yeah.
Because of what?
Because
language or
medical misinformation.
Yeah.
Really?
But the episode is literally called Conspiracy Theories.
This one wouldn't qualify under
that.
No.
Well,
all this is alleged.
It could. It just depends. It depends on how YouTube is feeling that day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know it does help when we say, hey, listen, guys, we're not doctors.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
You know, it does help when you say stuff like that. They could still go and look at
a health professional.
I have one on. See, Spotify has been actually really cool with us on a lot of stuff. There
I've heard
is only one though that they pulled, and it's because I think I have a song on there that I played too much of it. And but which is crazy is I have a bunch of songs on there that we played a whole lot.
That's true.
When we first started out, we have a couple of episodes like with Corey. Yeah. I think almost that entire episode we were just listening to music and just playing music and talking about songs. Yeah. And it wasn't that one that they pulled. Yeah.
It's just picky.
I just haven't gone back and edited. I kind of don't feel like it.
Yeah. I had one recently that was really interesting. So I had this woman.
We're gonna get taken down too.
And she was like, "Hey, I have a story, and I was thinking about maybe sharing my story. I've been thinking about maybe doing my own thing or sharing it somehow." And I said, "Well, I'd love to hear it."
Yeah.
And she was basically married. She was gay, well, bisexual, and she was married to a woman who transitioned into a man, who became a transgender man.
Oh, I know what you mean.
And it was. She told me the story. I was like, yeah, I would love to hear this. And she claimed that this person was a narcissist and did all this crazy stuff, manipulated her, all this stuff. And so I had her on. And we also talked about some other stuff. We talked about like mental health. We talked about her own like sexuality, some other really cool stuff. But the majority of the story was about that. And it was really interesting because we both made it a point to make sure when we talked about the transgender stuff that it was either educational or it was directly related to her experience in the relationship. Nothing that was like slanderous or defamatory, anything like that.
It seems like if it's coming from somebody's personal experience, nobody should be able to have anything to say about
their
it.
Experience.
Listen, so this is what so I was like, so here's what happened.
So the controversy you're talking about people commenting on it. Okay.
And so, and more. So what happened was I was literally uploading the episode, right? I was in the middle of the upload. Yeah. And I checked my email randomly, and I got an email from her ex, and who's the transgender person.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And from the ex sister-in-law, so the sister of the transgender person. And the sister was like, literally the title of the email was possible lawsuit, and she was very rude and very she was threatening me and all this stuff.
Wow.
But the email from her ex-husband was the right way to approach the situation. Basically, he was like, hey, here's what's going on. Like, she has every right to tell her story. Like, I'm not trying to shut that down, but the problem is I'm not fully out, like with some people I work with, and this could affect like my livelihood.
Right. She didn't have the permissions.
That's right. And so I emailed back and I stopped the upload. I messaged Brady. I said, here's what's going on. I didn't tell her exactly what was in the email, but I said, they did email me and I want to get legal counsel before I move forward with this episode. I said, I don't like the idea of somebody trying to shut down somebody else's story, speaking their own truth. And so I said, I'm a huge advocate for that, but at the same time, I don't want to cause harm to somebody else for no reason, their life. And so I emailed back and I said, well, I still plan on publishing the episode, but let me seek legal counsel first. I completely understand where you're coming from. Thank you for approaching this the right way and being respectful and all that. And I get it. And the last thing I want to do is cause harm to you.
Sure, yeah.
And so I got some legal counsel, and basically with libel or defamation, what it comes down to is she's allowed to tell her story. And in fact, she can say that her ex was a narcissist and did this to her and was transitioning and all this stuff if it's her opinion. But the moment that it affects somebody's livelihood in any way, that can be considered
which
either
could easily
defamation or libel.
happen with her side of the story.
That's right.
Her experience.
Yeah, for people that don't know that person was transitioned, she could start getting hate from
That's
somebody.
a very teeter-totter.
Dude, it was tough because I really wanted to put that up because it was going to be, the episode was so fascinating, dude. And
God, I'm so glad that's not our podcast.
I know. It sucked though, man, because I was like, dude, this one's so good. Like it's very good. And we were respectful about all the transgender stuff.
So did you, I mean, well, because he's not going to come on because he's not out to some people.
Yeah. But so what I did was there were some gold nuggets in there about mental health. Like she experiences depression and stuff and her own sexuality, how she is bisexual. And so I put up clips of that. And I think I'm going to make a little episode, like a 20-minute episode with that other stuff taken out of it. I'm just going to make an edit.
Yeah, just collage it.
Yeah, because it's still some good stuff. But, man, it was – I just feel like San Angelo in particular, West Texas, needs more information on transgenderism. Maybe no matter how you feel about it. Like I'm not – to be honest with you, I'm kind of personally on the side more of the conservative side. You know, a man is a man, a woman is a woman. But at the same time, I feel like everybody deserves to live the way they want to speak their truth. And I think people need to be more educated on that kind of stuff for sure.
Maybe if you talk to your lawyer, whoever your legal counsel is, see if they can draw you up something where you can maybe present this to them and be like, hey, listen, totally get where you're coming from. You know, this is something that, like you just said, I would like to put out there as a more of an educational thing because it definitely helps other people in your position. You know, this is a good story that actually helps other people.
That's right.
You know, I don't want to get sued over it. You know, this is a contract that we've kind of come up with that you wouldn't sue me over it as long as I don't say these things, and you could actually hear it before I put it out there and see what you think, and if there's something you would like me to take out or change.
Yeah, because that puts the liability.
Because man, you're right. That is a great story to put out there, and especially if it's going to help other people.
I know, dude. Yeah.
It's kind of a shame to not be able to put that out there.
It is, and I told Brady, I had this talk with him. I said I was literally uploading it, and I said and then after I got legal counsel and talked to Brady again, and I said I'm not going to put it up because I feel like it could cause harm to your ex in many different ways, really, and that's just not what I'm about. Like it's not worth it. Yeah. No. And so she was cool about it. She said I understand. Like I wouldn't want harm to come to him either, And so I emailed him back and told him that, and he was very appreciative. And he's like, "Can you also take down the teaser you put up?" And so I took that down, and it's one of those deals. And it's a weird deal because it's like, I wanted her to be able to tell her story, but I didn't want this person to be harmed by it.
Yeah,
it was a weird thing.
Maybe because people would recognize, like, oh, you're this.
That's what I meant to say, Tiffany. So that's what I meant to say. The part of the story is, so her sister said initially in the email, the threatening one, she goes, I don't care if you tell the story. We don't care as long as all names are redacted, and especially this last name, And that was all throughout it. So I went through the episode meticulously and took out every mention, but also
that's a lot of work too.
Any identifying factors of like where they lived, any of that, and I was all ready to go. And then I talked to that person themselves, and I said, "Hey, so your sister said it would be cool if we redacted all that information," and I said, "So I'm going to go ahead and publish." She said, "No, because here's why, is because people know that I was married to her, so they can." And so sure enough, when I got legal counsel, they said the same thing. If they can be identified just as being married to her, that still could be.
Yeah, you can still tie them together. Yeah.
Yes. And so the other thing they told me with libel and defamation, they're very, very hard cases to litigate and to win. Mm-hmm. But what's not hard is to actually sue somebody. They could sue me pretty easily, and I would still have to come up with my own legal, lawyers and be out a bunch of money that I don't have.
I know the feeling.
You do? Why?
Yeah.
Shut up. Did you get sued?
Can you talk about it? You can talk about the first one, right?
Huh?
You can talk about
the first one's already done. Yeah, I was sued
the first one's done.
I was sued for $500,000.
You're lying, bro.
And this one here, I'm being sued for $1 million.
Yeah. But it's not like...
Dude. And I wasn't even fucking part of anything.
Yeah.
I would just happen to be on location.
Yeah.
Was it an accident or something?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Was it bad? Was it like in the show? What's the show called again?
Landman. It was bad.
It was like that.
It was bad. Yeah. It was bad. But I'm like, it's one of those. I know with their it's kind of one of these fucking.
They're looking for
goddamn
people
lawyers.
that have insurance because they're trying to get the money for the insurance.
Yeah,
I
they're
see.
just
so everybody
Yep.
that was there, we're suing everybody.
Yep.
But they're actually going for the insurance.
Yeah, but you're
I
right.
see.
It's so easy to sue somebody over
Yeah.
fucking anything. Man.
It is.
because
What is,
there's slimy ass lawyers that'll just they're going to take a percentage.
That's
They'll
true,
get
yeah.
whatever they can out of you.
Yep.
What is that one? There's a term that it's a legal term that they use for lawsuits, and you can't prove it no, and you can't prove it yes. It's like mental
Mental anguish.
stress and mental
Yeah.
anguish.
Oh God.
It's like
because anybody can have
anybody
that.
can
Say
have
they
that,
it, yeah.
and you can't prove a yes, and you can't
That's
prove
true.
a no.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. Yep.
That's all. It's
So what are you gonna do about? Is it anything to worry about or not?
I
Really?
have no idea.
Are you serious?
I ain't worried about it. I don't worry about it. What's to worry about?
I know
You
exactly, dude.
At the end of the
That's-
day,
that's right.
if I got to go to court, then I'll go to court, and we'll
Dude.
figure it out.
That's
after
the way
that,
to
you
be
know?
about that, dude.
Because
Yeah.
this takes too much energy from me to fucking focus on all
sure,
that bullshit.
Yeah.
But that's a hard one.
Yeah.
We don't. Luckily, we base our podcast on just tell us about you.
Yeah,
You know? And I was
yeah.
we don't try to push.
No, I love that, dude.
Don't
I
tell
love that
stories
style.
about other people. Who's like,
Yeah, that's good.
let us know
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah.
That's
Because
cool.
it's
Yeah.
hard.
I like that.
I used to think that I still am more on the conservative side, but when it
Yeah.
comes to stuff like that and transgenderism,
Yeah.
hey man, if you're an adult, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
Right,
That's how I
that's-
feel.
I don't
Fair.
fucking care.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Same here, dude.
I was like, hey, you want to be a woman? Fine, be a woman. You want to be a
That's how I
man? Be a
feel.
man.
Yeah.
My only thing is leave the kids alone.
That's how I feel, dude.
Let the
Yeah.
kids be kids.
Yeah.
You want to dress up as whatever. Hey,
Yeah.
more power to you.
Exactly.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not affecting me.
Yep.
The only part that I have a worry that worries me is that I have an issue with.
Yeah.
Is it when you want me to conform to your idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Of what
Right.
you are, and I'm like, hold on
Yeah.
a second, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm not. I
it's
shouldn't have
silly.
to bend over backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
For anybody else.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it for anybody. Why
Right,
would I do it for you?
exactly. Yeah.
So be you. Be what you
Is
want.
that how you feel about it too?
Absolutely.
What about you, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I think
the same
that's-
way. Like everybody, just do whatever makes you happy. Great.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
don't,
That's your own
just
personal.
don't make
Right.
me have to do something.
Exactly.
To
I
make,
shouldn't have to change the way I do
Right.
things.
Like
Yeah.
I'm fine with whatever you do. Great.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just don't.
Yeah.
It shouldn't affect me the same way that I shouldn't affect you.
My girlfriend's
You know? It should
dad
go
is
both ways.
it was an Iraqi general under Saddam Hussein, and really fascinating guy.
shit.
I mean, this guy is like unbelievable guy. Now he's an American citizen, and he works for the government. But one of his sayings is, "Your freedom ends where another person's begins." Because
Exactly.
kind of what you're saying, when you're infringing on somebody else's freedom or how they feel or do things, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like my kids ask me questions. I'm like, yeah, this is what they think they're.
How old are your kids?
And my range from, let's see, 19, 8,
What's your
Sorry.
youngest?
10, 11.
Do they ask you questions
your
about
youngest is
transgenderism
11?
and stuff like that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
they
thought
don't.
they were older.
Huh?
I thought your youngest was older.
No, my youngest is 11.
Okay.
Yeah, he asked me, but he's like, oh, okay.
Do you? I'm curious because my kid's about to be 4 in a few months, but I've been asking people a lot about parenting styles. You have kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So do you have kids, Tiffany?
Yes, I do.
Okay, awesome. All of y'all. So what do y'all feel in terms of parenting style? Do you think it's best to be like really, really honest with your kids about life things, or is there a line like where you don't want to
There's a
divulge
line.
too
There is
much?
definitely a
Okay,
line, yeah.
interesting. Because I've heard both ways. I've heard like, oh yeah, I tell my kids everything and they trust me and they come. And then I have some people who are like, met. They're like, no, I don't. They're very sheltered. I don't tell them anything. I want to keep them as innocent as long as possible.
Yeah.
So what
There's
do y'all
some
think?
things, like, to me, it's an age thing.
Okay.
My oldest,
Okay, yeah.
now that she's older, hey, ask me a question.
Ask me in 2 years. Something like that. You know.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, if they ask me questions, I'll answer it to where it's like, you're gonna know everything, but you're gonna know what you need to know.
See,
But
I
you're-
like that.
You don't need to know everything.
I like that.
you know, because
Yeah.
you're 11 years old. You don't need to be worried about it,
Exactly, right?
know?
Yeah.
So my oldest, she's 20 years old.
Yeah.
So I talk to her like I talk to you.
Exactly.
You know?
That's cool.
She,
Yeah.
she send me some fucking memes. Sometimes I'll be like, "Yo, can you chill on the memes you send me?" I don't need
does
to
she,
know
you know
this
how
shit.
in Landman, like the daughter's way too open with Billy Bob Thornton?
Yes.
Is she like that?
Not like that.
Okay, that'd be
Not like
horrible,
that.
bro.
Like there's because she'll send me some shit, you
Like,
know.
whoa.
I know.
There's a line here. There's a line here.
Which is funny because like she never used to cuss when she lived at home. Now
really?
she lives with her boyfriend, you
Yeah.
know, or fiance.
Yeah.
And she'll sit there and she'll be like, the cuss words start to flow, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, "Is this still my house?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
That's
You know,
cool. Yeah.
so it just comes out.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My other
That's
ones,
interesting.
they're real respectful. You know, they all are. You know, she's got a little more freedom. I'm way more lenient with her than I am with anybody else.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, she's my little tomboy.
But it's your daughter.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, it's like anytime that me and my daughter have had issues or we got into arguments or whatever, it seems like I just like the next day it's like, well, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what happened.
How old is she?
But she's 24 now.
Oh yeah, okay.
But those teenage years, boy, I'm telling you, those teenage years.
It's a hard one, man.
Oh, yeah.
My youngest son, he's just like me.
Really?
He don't give two shit. Like he'll be chastising him. He's just like,
see,
all right.
I feel like my daughter, is a lot like me,
Like
and I think that's why we bumped heads.
Probably,
a lot.
He'll listen to me. He'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Nope. He's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's the way I was. I was like, you couldn't tell me shit.
Yeah.
My 15-year-old, he's about as tall as you are.
Dang. Yeah.
Slim. I mean, the kids. I got to get a DNA test on this kid. I don't think he's mine.
Does he play basketball?
No, he doesn't.
Dang, yeah.
He looks Indian as shit. Long
Keanu.
hair.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's Keanu.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
He's got this fucking complex, man, because, dude, I can't. It's weird walking with this kid because I'd want to bring his ego down.
Oh.
But these girls bring fucking, his ego comes right back up. Bro, I'm walking down fucking Walmart, right? And these little bitches, they'll literally stop and they'll stare at him like this.
Shut up.
And I'm like, you're not even that cute, dude.
How old is he?
15 years old, man.
What?
15 years old. He's built like a fuck. I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, he's
dude.
mind blowing, man. I was like, this kid, I don't know where he got his genes from.
How is he that tall?
I have no idea.
Amy's
dad, yeah.
Amy's dad was pretty tall and stocky. That was my uncle.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
He was
yeah,
like 6 foot something, maybe.
I don't know how tall he was.
yeah, that makes sense.
But he was taller than
Yeah,
me.
he was tall, and he was. My memory of him is he was always a kind of a burly guy.
Yeah.
It just
That makes
he was
sense.
just
Great shit house, man.
and I don't think he actually worked out. It was just the way he was naturally built.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? My son looks like that motherfucker right there with long hair.
Yeah.
Who, is that Stallone?
No, that's
Who is that?
that's Benjamin Pratt from Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh, that's
That's
my
El Gallo
bro.
Negro.
Hey, guy.
Damn, Blood
So
In,
listen,
Blood Out was
dude,
badass, bro.
I'm sitting there
Damn.
trying to knock this fucking. I was like, yo, I'm gonna humble you somehow. I'm gonna bring you down. Well, bro, like I'm sitting there walking there like this, and I'm like, hey,
That's hilarious.
what you staring at?
Dang, dude. He's going to be drowning in it.
Oh, bro, yeah, no, unfortunately, bro, yes,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of the downfall too.
that's the downfall,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Where I mean, he's a good kid, smart
Yeah.
as shit. Like I don't know, he gets his brains from his mom. He sure as shit don't get it from me.
Damn.
You know, he can divide it. I mean, he can divide 4-digit numbers in his head, and I'm looking, I'm like,
Nice.
the fuck. I was sitting there figuring stuff out. You know, I'm like, all right, I got to do this, and I'm sitting there in my head because I'm putting it in my calculator. He's like 4,000 something. I'm like,
What?
the fuck? What the fuck?
That's crazy.
I was like, hold on, where'd you learn this? You know,
Yeah.
Did you ever drop a matchbox in front of him and he just like tells you 500?
Dude, yeah, if he was like
136.
take him to
Like
the
Rain Man and
casino.
shit?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, kid's smart as shit, man. Like I don't know, he's got it all. He's gonna have it all, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
that's
That's
cool.
cool.
I gotta knock this
You
ego
just
down
gotta-
somehow.
Yeah.
You just got to guide him. That's really, that's really
right.
you just offer some guidance.
He's just like Amy's dad.
hopefully, yeah, that's crazy.
that's attitude and all.
That's
attitude
crazy.
and all.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa,
His
dude.
uncle?
Yeah,
That's my uncle.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, your uncle.
That's my
yeah.
uncle.
Well, his
His
grandfather.
great
yeah.
uncle.
His
His grandfather.
His grandfather.
Oh.
Because I'm married to his.
Oh, that's
cousin.
right. Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay.
The youngest one, fuck man, I baby him, dude. He's like my fucking.
He's smart too.
oh
Yeah.
Even when he was little, it was like, who am I talking? This is like a little
Yeah,
kid,
it's
and
like-
he's talking to me like he's just got the language.
Kids
already.
are funny like that.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah,
kids that
yeah.
are like that. They're real little, but they hold an adult conversation.
Oh yeah.
That's always fast.
but I've never talked to my kids in baby talk.
Oh, really?
Never.
That's probably why then.
Yeah.
What was
I
the
always
joke?
talk to them like grown adults.
Yeah.
I always think it's funny because I always think of that joke you told me when you were actually going to go get milk, and he busted out a joke.
He's like, oh yeah. He's
But
like,
he was way younger too, and
Yeah.
he just
What did he say?
he
Do you remember?
well, I was like, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go get some milk. no, Dad, please come back.
You're lying, bro.
My kids are fucking quick-witted, bro.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Like,
From like wait, was he 9 at the time? 8?
Yeah,
Something like that?
Dad,
They're fucking quick-witted, man. Quick. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
But they're all like that. And they'll sit there and they'll snarl and they'll laugh with each other. And I'm like,
That's funny, dude.
They're like, we got him. We got him.
No, they're great, man. They're great.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
you only have one kid?
Yeah.
Okay, man, 4 years old.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. Especially at that age.
It
Man,
is.
when they start in their teenager years.
I got 2
that
of them.
sucks, man. I'm
It
kind
just-
of worried about that.
Just enjoy
You got
it
2
all.
teenagers?
Yes, they're the same age for about 2 weeks, and then my daughter turns older.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna
So
be
me and my
15
brother.
in October, and
Nice.
my son's gonna be 14 in September.
Ooh, a 14 and a 15-year-old.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. They're
At 4
You're-
years
yeah.
old, though, at 4 years old,
Yeah.
I enjoy every
Dude, it's
second
amazing.
of it. Every
Yeah.
second of it because it goes so fast.
Dang, I know,
and then all
it
of a sudden
sucks.
you're in teenage years and you're like, man, I wish they were still
I
that
know,
small.
dude.
Because
Yeah.
then it gets to the point where like, oh, they don't want to hang out with me
Yeah.
anymore.
I
I'm
know.
not, you're their superhero right now.
Yeah.
you're their hero till they're
Yes.
about 13, 14 years old.
I don't know, man. My daughter is tied. If she could be
Yeah.
tied to me,
Really?
she would. She goes with me
Well, that's cool.
everywhere.
Yeah, she
I
is
mean,
pretty close to you. That's for sure.
she won't leave my side. Like everybody's
Yeah.
like, dude, she's got separation anxiety. But I mean, I don't mind. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. She's, I don't mind. She's, my
Is your,
son.
is your 11-year-old still like that?
Yeah.
Like, he looks at you like that? That's cool. Okay.
It's still good,
So,
man.
Okay, all right.
They get to that age and all of a sudden
Like
it's like,
13,
oh, Dad
14?
doesn't know shit.
I know.
Yeah.
When does that happen? Like 13?
About
or
13
something?
years
14,
old.
14, yeah.
When they get teens, man.
Weird.
My son-
Yeah.
I think it's
Girls-
outside. I feel like it's
girls are
outside
horrible.
influences.
I
It
do
is.
too.
It
yeah.
is.
I think
Seems
that's what
like
a lot
it.
of it is.
Well, a lot of it, because we talked about it, right? Like, they watch all these shows.
South Park,
Yeah, well, not even South Park. Like,
The Simpsons,
like
Yeah.
Family
Disney Channel's
Guy.
bad, Nickelodeon's bad at making the parents seem like they're dumb.
The dad.
Oh, that's
They
sad.
make the dad.
Yeah.
These sitcoms make the dad
Like a
seem
bumbling
See, I
idiot.
never had my kids
So
watching
stupid.
sitcoms at all.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
watch nothing but like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin,
nice.
Scooby Doo, all the stuff
Oh,
like
damn,
that.
you got them on reruns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
It's like the newer ones. Like they make the dad look dumb.
Yeah. It sucks that they
Yeah.
do that, man.
It's like programming.
stupid.
It's like a program.
It is.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's up to those dads out there.
It is, man.
You got to knock down that ego.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what
like, oh, he
somebody
does know
needs
his
to do? That reminds me. Have y'all seen? I've been watching a lot of the pedophile people who catch pedophiles.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, San Angelo needs something like somebody needs to do that. 'Cause
Oh.
have y'all seen the amount of
saw-
pedophiles we have?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
God.
insane.
Somebody
yeah.
needs to get on that. I've thought about it. I even thought about reaching out to Travis Griffith to talk to him about it, but I know what he'd tell me. He'd be like, "You need to let the police officers handle that." You know what I
probably
mean?
would, yeah.
You know that's what they would say, but somebody
just
needs to go rogue and do that, bro.
The sheriff's department had a cybersecurity division.
Oh,
and the only reason I know this because one of my family members worked there.
Yeah.
What they would do, they would go on these chat sites and
Yeah.
and pretend to be a 13 to 14-year-old.
Are they still doing that?
I have no idea. It's a very good question.
There was a
Somebody
guy,
needs to.
and he still puts out reels like on Facebook and Instagram. I think he's in Los Angeles, and he'll put up videos of him. He's chatting with some dude, but this guy thinks that it's like a young kid,
Yeah.
and he'll be like, "Okay, I'm gonna be at Best Buy," and he'll go to Best Buy or somewhere with the camera,
Yeah.
and he'll be like, "Hey, dude, are you looking for such and such?" And
Yeah.
the guy's like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Yeah, I caught you, man." He was like, "That was me, a grown ass man. You thought you were here to meet
Yep.
a little kid."
Wasn't there MMA fighter that was doing that?
I don't
There's a
know.
few
It was-
people that are doing that.
Yeah,
now,
they were going beating these fucking
Well,
pedophiles.
this guy
Oh, the
wasn't
ones where they
beating
hit him. Yeah, the
This
ones
guy
that
wasn't hitting him; he was exposing him. But you
Yeah.
could tell he was
Yeah.
getting mad though. Like you could tell,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
this dude does want to fucking hit him. Which
Yeah.
I get it. I probably would fucking want to hit him too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you gotta like if
Well,
you're gonna
here's
be
the thing.
doing that, you've got to put yourself in check.
Yeah, exact. Because here's the thing: the guys that hit him, it's like, yeah, they hit him, they beat him up, but then they walk away. You know, if there's some guys like Alex Rose, he also goes by. He's the bigger dude, ex-football player. He's got a beard. He goes by what's his name? I forget his name. He has an alias he uses for pedophiles.
Okay.
but his name's Alex Rose. Very famous guy now. He's a YouTube channel.
Not like a
And-
Vitali, right?
huh?
They doesn't go by like Vitali.
No,
This is the guy I'm
but
talking
there's
about. Goes
another
out and beats
dude,
people up.
Jadeon. Have you all heard of the black dude, Jadeon?
Yes,
Jadeon?
yeah.
He does it too.
Okay.
And they do basically what you're saying. Yeah, they have decoys that set them up, and then they meet them, and they expose them. But he was on a podcast recently, Alex Rose, and he said, "Yeah, the guys that beat them up." He's like, "Of course I want to beat their ass."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "But we do it the right way. We call the police on them. They show up. We give them the SD card with all, or whatever, the flash drive with all the information, all the chats, everything we can to get a conviction, because that's the goal at the end of the day. Because that's the only thing that's going to stop these guys. Like beating them up, they're just going to go do it again.
Well, not in Tom Green County, they seem to like slap him on the fucking hand and let him go.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
that's what I'm
it
saying.
seems like
people get pissed at the justice system.
Have y'all heard this? Have y'all heard that Tom Green County, and I've heard this from a few people. I even heard this from a couple guys inside of jail that are waiting to catch chain to go to prison that have supposedly been personally affected by this. That there's a pedophilia ring in San Angelo that's pretty like
I've heard the story.
old, and it's
heard a story about that. And, like I always thought it was like
Allegedly.
just
Allegedly.
I know, me too. I thought
like
it was
a
just
legend,
kind of folklore.
urban legend
Yeah,
type
me too,
shit.
bro. Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, I kind of wouldn't doubt it, especially when you see how a guy gets caught with like a little bit of weed and gets a shitload of time versus this guy, a pedophile, and he's like he's back out on the street again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Here's where I put it, right?
Go ahead.
Where this whole, the pedophile ring and stuff like that, right? I don't know how much it costs to buy a person. All I know is that I can't afford it. And there's certain people in certain towns that can't afford it.
Right.
You know, so there's something going on, I think, in every fucking town.
Okay. Yeah.
With people with money.
Yeah.
Because
that's right. You're not going to hear, they're not the ones that are in Tom Green County Jail.
Yeah.
They're above the fray a little, you know, protected, insulated.
Yeah. Did you hear about this new law that California's passing?
What is it?
About
don't tell me. It's the
being able to take custody of somebody else's kids.
Oh yes, I have.
Wait, what is that?
I don't even know. It's like I don't even like what the stipulations are, but somebody can just be like, I'm taking custody of these kids now.
Yes, because they're not affirming whatever the fuck. Like they say they can take the schools can take the kids away from the parents because they're not.
But somebody else can just be like, I'll take custody of them. And just now, and it can be a pedophile, it can be somebody else.
Dude,
but the thing is, they're like, well, this is how trafficking gets involved.
Yeah,
because somebody just takes over this kid's guardianship, and now they're in charge of whatever happens in that kid's life.
Wow,
they've already got the deal passed of the age of consent over there.
Which is what?
I don't remember. It's like super young. It's like super young.
So some quote unquote conspiracy theorists, guys who are deep in this, they claim that the ultimate goal is for these people, these insulated people, or whatever, you know, lawmakers, even, you know, politicians, is to get it to where, you know, it's so liberal, it's so over the line that they call them minor attracted people.
That's a California
MAPs.
thing.
Yeah, and it's gonna, they're trying to normalize dating a minor or whatever. Like, oh, it's just my sexual preference. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
see, but that's
crazy.
It is crazy, but when all the other shit, when you open the doors to something crazy, like when does it
Slippery
stop?
slope.
Exactly.
That's right, dude.
When does it stop?
That's exactly right. That's the problem.
You
That's the
know,
problem.
and people are all like, well, people should be able to do whatever they want to do. Yes, to a point, but
Exactly,
you
to a
also
point.
got to realize that you're opening the doors to everything.
That's the problem.
You know, and you're right. When does it stop? As long as there's enough people that vote on it,
I know.
most people that get their way,
Right.
Hey, it's gonna get fucking nuts, man.
If you actually
terrifying.
look at like whenever they do like the profiles of the people that actually go out there and vote, there's only like a small percentage, and it's usually that percentage that has money.
Yeah.
Yep.
And those are the ones that affect all the
that's right.
laws. Those are the
It's
ones
true.
that like
The whole
So
thing is
true,
weird. Like I don't know. Like at what point you get people to police the police and stuff on over. Like I just finished watching this movie, Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
Right. And it's something in that movie brought back something that I always felt. Now I'm not saying all these people are wrong, and I'm saying that because I don't want to put anybody in a box, right? But people that adopt or foster other kids creep me out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
How come?
I
can kind of understand that.
I just find it weird.
Yeah.
You know, I find it weird that it's like, why do you want to take on someone else's kids?
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, with the whole foster system right now, when they're younger, it doesn't weird me out so much. But like, you want to adopt this 12, 13-year-old?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
you want to foster these kids?
I can see that more.
It weirds me out.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm not saying, then again, I want to reiterate, you know, this is just me.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so I don't know if this, you know, I'm just completely, I could be so far up my own ass with this, you know, but you hear stories, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
With the
And
way
it's-
that the world is, you know, that we've seen a lot of stuff come to light, it's not surprising.
Yeah, it happens.
But it does give me kind of like a Hansel and Gretel kind of vibe.
It absolutely does. Like, and then you
That's
start to look at,
that's a really good analogy
Yeah.
there.
you start to look at FBI statistics, right? You're like, you know what the number one telltale sign that someone's being abused in a house?
What?
Step parents.
What do you mean?
Step parents. That's
just that they have step parents.
Step parents. That's the number one.
it.
They're an FBI statistic.
Really?
Yep.
Just that fact
Just
alone. That's so
just that
crazy,
fact alone.
dude.
That's
So when
crazy.
somebody's sitting there, saying, "Oh, I'm being abused" or whatever, they go and look and like, is there a step parent in the house?
Damn.
You know,
Yeah.
number one telltale sign.
Checks that box right off.
You've heard that phrase, I'm going to beat him like my redheaded stepkid or whatever.
There's a reason
Oh,
for that.
yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
You know, that creeps me out. I don't know, like, how these backgrounds that are being done on these people, how intense are they?
Right,
You
yeah.
know, with the amount of kids, because like I used to tell, like, this is what, like, I guess back to we were talking about, do I tell my kids everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember I had my daughter and my son. They were young. They were probably 12, 13 years old. We were going through Walmart, and this was before COVID. And we got into conversation about something, right? And I'm like, look, I want to tell y'all something because I just want you to know that not everybody's out there to be your friends.
Yeah.
Right? So we walk into Walmart, and Walmart used to have this billboard on the side, missing children.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at them. I was like, they're all the same age.
Yeah, and they
Look
usually
at
were.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're all the same age. And I was like, I want you to know that you're that same age.
Dang.
And I tell my daughter, you really need to be, I know you feel like you're independent, but I'm going to tell you that a boy your age will always overpower you.
Yeah.
No matter
that's
how
right.
old you get,
It's true.
a man is always
That's
going
exactly
to overpower
right.
you.
Yep.
So I need you to be aware. I need you to be vigilant. I need you to be whatever. I look at my son, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I need you to look at those pictures again.
Yeah.
He's like, why? They're 70% of them are boys.
Dang.
And he's like, what are they doing with the boys? Are they working them like slaves? I was like, no, son, this is a sick world.
Yeah. Whoa, he didn't even come to that.
Didn't come to,
realization.
I was like, they're all boys. Because there's a problem with that. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's an issue. So I did tell him that, and I'm like, I just need you to be aware. I need
that's
you to
good.
be vigilant.
That's good. Yeah.
And we were sitting there going, right? We're sitting there, and I was like, I know you don't pay. Because my son, great, I love him to death, but he's not aware of nothing.
Yeah.
So I look at my daughter. I was like, so we started doing this thing, right? And we've always done this, where we walk, and it's like, just look at people, look at their mannerisms, look at what they're doing.
Smart, dude. Yeah.
Just
observe them. Yeah.
Observe them. The whole Jason Bourne. You ever see that when he walked in? It's like, where's the exit? Where there's two people out there.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
I love that. Yeah.
That's what I told my daughter. I was
Yeah.
like, especially when you go to a gas station.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, don't even get out of your vehicle. You sit there in your vehicle and you kind of observe the area.
Yep.
What all is
That's
around
good
you.
advice,
Who
dude.
all is there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Know your
That's
surroundings.
such good advice.
Wherever you're at, always know your
not
surroundings.
a lot of young people get that advice.
No,
Like,
no,
I
no.
didn't get that. I was like kind of head in the clouds. Luckily, I wasn't a female. Like head in the clouds for a while. You know what I mean? Like didn't realize that like that kind of stuff is important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And when you have when you're a girl dad,
Yeah.
you need to have
I
that
bet.
conversation.
Yep. Yeah.
You need to have that conversation.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
like you said, knowing where your exits are at in a theater,
Yeah.
in a restaurant, always know what's behind you.
Yeah.
Always know what's around you. Know where your exits are.
Yeah.
Always know.
So it's
Yeah,
crazy
that's
because this is a regiment that we do, right? We
Wow,
walk
that's
into a
cool.
restaurant, okay? Everyone sits away from the chair facing the door. Everyone
Away?
sits around it.
What do you mean?
Well, because they know that's mine.
Oh,
I'm,
interesting.
my back.
Shut
My
up.
back is
That's
always to the
fascinating.
wall, always, because
Yeah.
I need to see the entrance. I need to
Yeah.
see who's coming in, who's coming out.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So your family kind of knows.
Yeah,
that.
it's just like
I think that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy because I was sitting
Yeah.
there like today we went and I was like I went and sat down.
yeah.
And everybody just kind of came
That's
around.
cool,
No
yeah.
one ran to that fucking chair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a great chair.
Yeah.
It was up against the wall. But I was like, I need to know who's coming in and out.
Yeah.
Unless, and I told my son, I was like, look, unless you're going to be the one to fucking
Right.
get your hands dirty,
Yeah.
then you can sit here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
like,
that's cool.
You know
I
what-
like that.
You know what always freaks me
like
out is
that.
when I go into a theater and there's always this one guy with a backpack on.
Dude, me too.
I can't
I'm
help
always
it.
aware in a theater. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
But they don't allow
yeah.
backpacks in the theater anymore.
Since
Oh,
when?
they don't?
That's what it says on the front
That's
of the door.
good. Oh.
Nah, I've been in
I
there.
don't know. I have
Within the
definitely
past
seen
year,
that.
I've been in there and somebody had a backpack on.
Oh hell.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
just
they're-
like, I look at my wife and I'm like, let's sit over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she usually catches
Yeah.
it too. And I was
But
like,
yeah,
it's the only guy with a backpack on.
Yeah.
Like, why does he need a backpack in a theater?
Do you ever get that, like, not a premonition, but just that fleeting thought of, like, if he gets up and he starts, like, what are you going to do at that exact moment?
I think about all
I
this.
do too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
I look
in
at like
theater, especially. I don't know why. Yeah.
And like the new design of a lot of these theaters now, there's usually a wall.
Yeah.
There'll be like
a half wall.
Yeah, it's like a half wall.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to think of that.
Yep.
And then where your stairs are at, a lot of them have like a wall coming in.
Yeah.
And then there's a corner to turn right there, and on the other side,
it was
same
crazy.
way.
It was
Which one goes up? Which one goes down?
But he's going to target you as one of the first ones.
Sure.
Any male that's in our age range, you know what I mean?
Yep.
If they're smart.
You know what? I had a conversation with my kids. If a shooter happens and you're in a movie theater, you hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Hit the floor.
Okay.
He's like, why would I sit? Why would I hit the floor? I was like, because he's gonna empty that magazine.
Oh.
You know, and chances are he's gonna run out of bullets before he starts making his way up.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and
You're
don't ever
right.
run straight to the exits.
Don't run straight to the exit?
Don't run straight
Hit
to
the
the
floor.
exits. He don't want to hit the floor
Yeah.
because everybody that's running.
Interesting.
He's gonna take everybody out.
That's what he wants.
Yeah, he wants in and out.
Like a video game.
Anytime I've ever been anywhere and I hear gunshots, that was usually the first thing that we always
floor.
did. Our group always was like,
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
I remember one time we were in San Antonio and we were just kind of hanging out like at a parking lot drinking and, you know, everybody, like kind of like the car meetups or whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess we were in a bad neighborhood and we started hearing boom, 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 boom. Everybody just
the
boom.
ground, yeah.
Nobody took off. Everybody just waited for the gunshots to stop.
Yeah.
And then everybody, all right, we'll see y'all later.
Yep.
Out of here.
Don't run to the exit because that's the focal point.
That
it's
makes
a crowded,
sense, dude.
Yeah.
It's a crowded area.
Yeah.
Everyone's running to there.
Yep.
It's easy to just unload an entire clip.
That's
there.
exactly right.
You know, so he's like, well, what do we do?
So what do you do?
Just wait, man. Because here's the thing: is he's panicking. Like
His
He knows his
adrenaline,
time.
his
Adrenaline's
adrenaline
up.
is sky.
time.
Yeah.
So if he has a way out, then he's got a way out.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to go in there, do his deed, go out the exit.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So
okay.
he's not thinking about.
He's not going to go around. Okay, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying.
The
He doesn't
adrenaline is up. He wants come out, unload all my clips, take out
Yeah.
as many people as I can, run out the exit.
I see.
He's not going to come and look through the aisles.
So that's your
Yeah, he
best
doesn't
bet.
have the
That's your
time to
best
do
bet.
That
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It really does.
Y'all got me thinking now because when I go to have to edit this, I'm like, should I cut some of this out?
Oh, do you think?
I don't know.
I don't either, to be honest with you.
I mean,
because
I think
we
we're all
are
right.
giving good information.
Yeah, I think
But
we're
if
all right.
somebody has bad intentions and then they're listening to this,
I didn't think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
but I mean, here's the thing: is it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
About
it
that.
but
is
nobody
a bad-
listens to this anyway.
But
So
I would rather know. Yeah. I would rather know than not know.
I know,
Like,
dude.
I
I
tell my
think it's
kids-
good info for
Yeah.
sure, dude. I didn't know that,
Yeah.
honestly.
I was like, you got an exit. You got an exit on one side, right? No one sits in the two front fucking rows because they absolute shit.
yeah,
If someone's
Yeah.
sitting there, and especially closer to the door, you need to be making your way out
Yeah.
before he fucking goes back and goes
Yeah.
crazy at a fucking Batman movie.
Right.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
that was in Colorado, right?
It was.
Yep.
It sure was. Yeah, that's the one I
But-
think about. Is
yeah.
that Batman
Damn.
movie?
But
Yeah.
it sucks, but you have to have these conversations with your kids, man.
It's the world we live in now.
You
It
do.
is. It's like I
Yep.
told my, I don't know defense, self-defense. I don't know self-defense at all,
Right.
right? But I know you grab a handful of nuts, all right? He's gonna crumble in front of you. I don't give a
that's
shit
right.
who he is.
Exactly. Yeah.
He
That's
can
right.
be 6'5",
Yeah.
350 pounds.
That's right.
You grab a handful
That
of
weak
nuts
spot.
and squeeze, he's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
I mean, he's sitting there folding, he'll do it.
Yeah.
And I told I was like, look, I understand that you'll get to a point. I was like, I hope you never have to come to this, right? But
that's
Yeah.
that's something it's street fighting. There's
It's
no
street
rules.
fighting.
There
Fuck
is no
no, there
rules.
is.
Oh, survival, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to go for that weak spot. You're not going to outpunch the guy. You're not going to be stronger than him. I promise you
I
that.
know.
Okay.
What's up?
So, given all of this information,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about the schools not having electronic devices?
Oh, I think it's
'Cause-
great.
That's a double
They
edged
did
sword.
that?
Yeah, in Texas, yeah,
Yeah,
can't have no cell phones.
it's a double
At
edged sword,
school?
Yep.
Tiffany, because
Not during passing
Interesting.
lunch.
Yeah.
No passing periods.
Fascinating.
Nothing.
Yeah. It's a good question to
No
ask.
tablets. No nothing.
yeah, it's a double edged sword because yes, it is a good thing. It does because I remember whenever my daughter was in school, I remember going up to SAISD because I was pissed off because they took up her phone and I had to pay money to get the phone back. I was like, this is already our fucking
That's
phone.
so crazy,
I
yeah.
hated that. It pissed me off.
How much
Went
did
up
you have to
there-
pay? Out of
I don't
curiosity?
remember, man. It was like
$50.
was it
How
50?
much?
15.
15.
Oh, I thought you said 50.
Yeah,
Oh,
I went as far as going up to SISD and talking to the superintendent, and I was like, "Where does this money go?" And he didn't really have an answer. He was like, "Oh, it all goes to a fund for the state of Texas." And then I was like,
What?
"Does it really?"
Really?
I don't think it does because we're giving you
That's
cash money.
weird,
It's not
dude.
like it's
Yeah.
cash. I don't think it's like a petty cash thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Then they all go out to eat or something.
I have
But
looked into
Probably.
it. It is a state thing. It is a state
Is it?
ordinance.
It was
Oh,
a state
okay.
ordinance, but
a state law,
does he
yeah.
actually give it all
I
to
don't
the
know.
state?
That-
Oh, I
There's
don't know
no
about that.
accounting for it when
No.
it's just in cash.
See,
you
they
know?
didn't mention anything like
So-
that as
'cause
far
I was-
as
yeah.
cash, but I do know that a lot of in the past, if they got picked up, parents had to go or they had to pay to get it back.
to get it back, right?
Yeah.
So that takes that out of that equation. Plus, kids maybe can be more engaged in what's going on
Yeah,
in school and not
for
on
sure.
their phone because the whole reason to go into school is to learn, not be in your
Yeah.
damn phone.
Yeah.
So that takes that out of the equation. That's good.
Yeah,
right?
that is good.
The bad part, though, if something does happen,
Yeah.
there's no way
true.
of them communicating to the outside world that something is happening. And everybody's like, well, the teacher's there for it. You know what? It doesn't always happen that way.
No,
In a perfect world, sure.
Yeah, look
But
at
it's
Uvalde.
not.
And that teacher
Look
can't
at
reach out
Uvalde.
to every single parent
Exactly.
at the moment. You know. Yeah.
It's like it's
So-
it's such a double-edged sword. I mean,
Yeah.
It is.
look at 9/11. So there was a group of passengers on. I don't remember that American Airlines flight, the one that landed in crashed in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Flight
It didn't make it,
Yeah.
but those people were able to send out last-minute messages to their
dude.
loved ones.
Dang. Imagine not being able to
Not
do
being
that.
able to do that.
That's dude. Think some of those people still hold on to those and cherish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. That's a good point.
That's
and
kind
as
of
common as as unfortunately as common
Damn, dude.
as
That's
it's
crazy.
It's gotten,
become,
yeah.
I know, right?
that's always the thought in the back.
But it's one of those. It's like, how do you stop it?
I know.
You
Yeah.
know,
So wait, how do they get like if they need a ride home or whatever? How do they do that? They have to borrow a phone, or
you have
what?
to schedule it
You
with
have
your
to-
parents. Yeah.
You have to
Is that right?
call the
That's
school,
interesting.
like the
Like
parent
you're
would have to call the
basically-
school to.
Yeah.
They would have to relay that message.
You're
They have to
basically
leave
going
their-
back 20 years.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They have to
It's
leave
like-
their phone like not even in their
At home.
backpack.
At
Shut up.
not even on
Now-
campus.
There's some campuses that are offering yonder bags.
See, that would be cool.
Where you go, you stick your bag in there, and they lock it up.
That's fair,
Shitty
dude.
part about it is that you need the key to get it out.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah.
But I
That's
mean,
better in my
for
opinion.
after school to have the phone, like say a kid's walking home,
Right.
I would want if my kids.
No,
are walking
yeah,
home,
for sure.
have
That's
the
what I
phone on
mean,
you.
yeah.
Or if they need to call a parent to come pick them up.
Yep.
Okay, then after school, cool, take it out. But
Yeah.
it's still that does fix that part of it, but
Yeah.
it's still like I said, it's a double
Yeah,
edged
because
sword.
like, what if
is.
you have like detention, or what if you have like
I
to
know,
stay after
exactly.
school?
at the end of the day, right? What it all it is about money.
How
Because
come?
if they're not getting the good enough grades, they're not getting the funding from the federal government. that
Oh,
they need
okay.
to.
So it comes. Yeah.
You know, the kids aren't passing. You
Yeah.
know, so it's basically at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we need y'all passing.
Yeah.
We can't be just because at one point you have to fix the problem because they were letting people just graduate or letting people just pass on to the next class.
Yeah.
When it's like, hey, your grades aren't even there. Why are you passing
That's
these kids?
crazy. Yeah.
You know, but who knows? It's because a lot's changed. Now the yonder bag, I can totally agree because if you have an iPhone, like I did this when I was at that, because you had to put their bag in when we went to Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah,
you had to
yeah.
put it in a yonder bag.
Oh yeah.
Be like, hey Siri, call such and such. You know, and then it would work.
Why do they call it a yonder bag?
I have no idea. I think it's the brand.
Oh, okay.
The brand
Okay.
yonder.
Yeah.
But we were communicating with the kids, but I was like, it's in a fucking bag, Amy.
Don't they make those bags
That's
where
crazy.
no signal is able to get in or out?
What?
Yeah,
Not-
it's
not
some,
these.
It's some type of
Crazy.
It's got some type of material built in around.
It's like a Faraday
Faraday
cage.
cage. That's what
There
I
you
was
go.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get no signal in, no signal out.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know.
I think they have those too. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, what don't they have? Sure.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
like what I don't understand is like let them have their phones and just block their signal.
They could do that too.
Yeah,
Dude, that's so much easier.
exactly. You know,
Dude, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
because they do it at Walmart. They do it at. You didn't? Oh
That's a
my God!
great
Did you not know
idea.
this? Oh, it's
They
like,
do it at the mall.
Block, they
Yeah, they
block
do
it
it at the mall.
They do it at the mall.
yeah, because they don't want you. Like,
You have to get onto their network.
Yep.
Yeah,
So they
get
can
on-
advertise to you.
Oh, okay.
And
Yep.
not only on top of that, because it won't let you go to certain sites, because some places do price matching. Well, if you can't get to the,
That's right.
you can't get onto
Can you
Amazon.
watch porn in Walmart?
No,
Oh, you can't?
not if you get onto the website or to their Wi-Fi. You can't.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like if you go to the mall too.
crazy.
Same way at the
Say-
mall.
oh, really? I didn't know.
You
the
have
mall-
Yeah.
to you have to get onto their Wi-Fi.
You can't
for
use
sure.
your data.
Yeah, your phone, your data,
data?
it kind of works, but it's kind of spotty.
Oh,
It works a little bit, but you can be walking through there like, I can't hear you anymore. I'll just call you back. You know, it's kind of spotty.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
So I mean, I don't know why they can't do that. I was like, hey, but block the
Yeah.
fucking signal. You know,
That is a good idea
Yeah.
to me.
or
Yeah.
make it mandatory to tie on to the fucking because they're kids. I mean, how much shit they're gonna have.
Right.
You know, onto their network, so they can only make outside calls,
Right.
What about
but to like certain numbers or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know if they can even do that.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they can. I'm sure they can.
Which like make it easy because the parents. I mean, with nowadays, bro, this is the Life 360. You can know where your kids are. You can see how fast they're driving, who they're driving with,
how much battery they got,
how much battery's on their phone.
Yeah,
like I watched my daughter.
You can see how much batteries.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you can see everything on their phone.
Everything.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I don't think you see their text messages.
I was gonna say that's crazy.
But you could be like, "Hey, charge your phone," because we do sometimes. You know, like I see my daughter sometimes, right?
So crazy, dude. Yeah.
And I'll like my wife will go log in. She's like, "Oh, look, she's flying. She's going 160 miles an hour." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know?
Shut up.
Yeah.
That happened.
No,
Why was she going 160?
She was on an airplane.
Oh,
She's in the she's in the pilot program at
What kind
ASU.
of car was she in? Okay.
right.
Yeah. So that was, I mean, that was good because it took a lot. Because I mean, your daughter, like my daughter, she went to Roswell, New Mexico, in a plane, and I'm like, man, anything could happen from here till then.
Area 51.
Yeah. I even told her, I was like, yo, is there any aliens up there? Did you see anything?
Have you ever been there?
To Roswell,
Yeah,
New Mexico? Yeah,
it's badass, right?
Yeah,
I like
it's
the
pretty
little
fun.
shops instead of the alien shops.
Oh yeah, they've really just taken that on. They're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
we're
they
the,
love
we're
it.
the, we're the
That's what they're known
aliens.
for. Yeah,
Yo,
that's what they're known
there's
for.
something, but there's something over Roswell. The people in Roswell, man.
You know what y'all
they're
need?
a little crazy.
They kind of are, bro.
They're
You know what y'all
They're
need?
kooky.
What y'all need that would fit in perfectly. And I used to have one. I might, if I have it, I'm going to donate it to y'all because it's perfect.
Fucking
It's
A.
a purple blow up alien just to sit in the corner.
That would be cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Purple for because of y'all's logos. It
Name
would
it
just
Paul.
be perfect
Yeah.
sitting in the
That
corner.
would be cool.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
bro.
it would.
Yeah.
Name it Paul.
I'll see if I
Yeah.
have it.
I can't wait for
Yeah.
Halloween, man.
Me too. I love Halloween.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna
What are
dress
y'all
up this time.
What are y'all gonna be?
Are you
I
gonna
don't
dress
know.
up this
I'll
time?
dress up this time.
We can't
Yeah.
we can't do the plastic mask because
Yeah.
we tried to do
Oh
it.
yeah, y'all did the horse and the werewolf. Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was dying in there.
Those were good masks though, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe 10 minutes in, we're like, I can't do it. It's too hot.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
Yeah, a mask like that would be.
Tiffany she did good. She painted. She did
I just
she was the
threw
crow
whatever on.
The crow.
or
Yeah.
Sting.
Or you could call it's either or.
What the hell? Or Sting.
That's what.
Hey, I
The
love-
wrestler
that
from the
was my
90s.
favorite
Yeah.
wrestler.
Nice,
That was my
That's
favorite
badass.
wrestler.
Yeah.
dude. Speaking of wrestlers, Hulk Hogan. How do y'all feel about that?
Man, I did not know he was
Sad,
racist.
dude. I didn't either, bro.
What?
Well, let me
Yeah.
say
Crazy.
something.
Yeah.
Let me say something. So I didn't know that happened either. The whole inward thing and whatever. But I saw something really cool, and it was whether however you feel about that, that's fine. But Mike Tyson said something that was like profound.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes he just drops gold, dude. And he was like, he was asked on a podcast. He said, "Did you like Hulk Hogan?" He said, "Yeah, heck yeah, man. He was awesome, man. Good guy." And he's like, "Well, what about? Wasn't he racist?" And he goes, "I don't know if he was racist." And he said, "I don't think he was racist." And he said, "Well, what do you mean? What about all the?" And he said, "Man, that's like so." We all have these dark places in our mind that we can go. We get angry or whatever, and you know, we go into these dark places, and that shouldn't define us, though. You know what I mean? So he had a moment, right, where he said some shit that was like one of the darker places in his mind, like the darkest part of who he was, maybe. You know what I mean? And so, should you completely judge that person based on that moment?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't think so either,
No,
dude. Because we've all had those moments,
technically,
right?
everybody's racist.
Exactly.
No matter who, if you don't want to admit it or not, I don't care. At
Yeah.
some point in your life, you've had a thought.
You're exactly right.
My
Exactly
Instagram
right.
messages.
You know?
Yeah, I'm racist.
Why?
The shit we send each other.
Oh,
me
yeah,
and my
yeah.
buddies. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
You know, and you
Yeah.
you don't even have to say you're racist.
No, you're right.
You know, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like you've just had thoughts that edge that line.
Exactly.
And it could be because you're angry. It could be comedians do it all the damn
Exactly.
yeah.
time.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? People are just
Yeah.
being silly, just
Yeah.
being dumb. You know,
Yeah.
some people just
I'm not
get
racist,
really
by the
pissed
way.
off to the point where they go to that. And
Yeah,
shouldn't,
exactly,
it
yeah.
shouldn't define you. Absolutely not.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
One
'cause I
moment
agree.
out of your whole life.
Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
like
that.
if he was really that bad, we would have known. We
Sure.
would have known about it.
Yeah,
we would have just been
exactly.
like, "Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
This guy's
Yeah.
got problems." you
Yeah,
know?
it like if it was exactly like running through his veins type shit,
Yeah.
like that's who he was, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
If he's out there
Yeah.
preaching it, you
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
you know, that's different. That's different,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, out there,
Yeah.
David Duking it
There you
everywhere.
go.
I'm like, "Yo, bro,
I
what's
didn't know
the
that
problem?"
dude was even sick though or anything. Did y'all?
No, I didn't.
It kind of was out of
No.
nowhere. 3
Yeah.
people died that week. Remember?
Man,
What
yeah.
Ozzy?
Ozzy.
Ozzy,
The black dude from what was the guy's name?
the
from,
son from Cosby's.
yeah, the Cosbys. I forget
Okay.
his name, but yeah.
There was also a trumpet
Crazy.
player.
Yep.
really?
Chuck Mangione.
Yep.
Yep.
Mangione.
Whoa.
Chuck Mangione.
Sad,
Ozzy. Yeah. There was There's
That was all in
conspiracy
July?
theory going on TikTok right
That was
now.
all in
Why?
July.
That was
What is
all
it?
within the same week.
There's
I
this
love
chick, right?
conspiracies on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a stupid conspiracy. This chick, every time she gets pregnant and has a baby, every time she has a baby, a celebrity dies the next day.
What?
She literally
Crazy.
gave birth and Ozzy died.
Have you seen the?
Dang.
Well, you still haven't seen Into the Void.
Don't do
What is that?
Don't know.
What is it?
It's a real trippy movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love stuff.
We had Cozy on, and he's real into movies, which he was great to have on our movie night.
Ooh,
but
yeah.
we're always like exchanging. Well, what movies have you seen lately?
Yeah.
You know, we're always looking for some good B-rate movies.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, have y'all seen Into the Void? It's about this guy. They're living in him and his sister are living in Tokyo. I ended up watching it after we talked about it, and he takes some DMT and goes on this DMT trip.
I like it already. Yeah.
But while he's tripping, some really fucked up shit happens.
Yeah.
And I don't know. How should I give it?
Yeah, you don't get. No
I'll give it away.
spoilers.
He does die.
Okay.
Right. But when he dies,
Yeah.
he's still, his spirit is still present on Earth. And he's seeing all this crazy shit happen.
But he's like in the DMT realm or what? Or no?
See, that's where it gets trippy.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch this.
Oh,
I
it's
like it.
It's on
trippy.
Tubi.
I like it.
It's on TV.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
watching.
I had to
this.
plug my ears.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin
When
it.
you
Oh,
wa-
yeah,
Yeah.
when you
I
watch
hate
it though,
spoilers.
Yeah.
you do have to be open to this. Isn't like a high budget movie.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
And it's a trippy movie, so you got to be open to that. As long as you're able to be open to that, and just know that don't take it so serious. Because
Okay.
some people get
Yeah.
mad, like, you know
No,
what?
I'm
Yeah,
not
because
like
when I
that,
watch
yeah.
it, I want to allegedly be on like 2 grams of shrooms. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But when you said that, you know, about this chick, every time she has a kid, somebody dies, right? So it kind of goes into how this movie is.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
yeah, you gotta
Damn,
watch
I
it.
gotta,
Though.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when I first watched it, I was kind of like, that sucked.
Yeah.
But goddamn, I keep, you know, as it's
Keep thinking
time
about
goes
it. Stuck
on,
with
I'm
you,
like,
huh?
it stuck with me.
Ooh,
Only
yeah.
reason,
I love stuff
the
like
only
that.
reason I felt like maybe I didn't like it at first was because I had a different expectation on how it should end.
Yeah. Oh, okay. On the ending. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But just because it didn't end that way doesn't mean that it was a bad movie.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about
There's a
it.
good one like that I
Speaking
keep
of-
thinking about. It's called the Mandela. Y'all know the Mandela effect.
yeah.
Like, have
Yes.
y'all seen the movie The Mandela Effect?
No, I have not.
Y'all need to watch that.
I didn't
It's
even
one of
know
those
that there
that'll
was a movie.
resonate. I think that it sticks with you and you keep thinking about it. It's good. It's
That stuff
good.
is so crazy.
It's good.
It
Yeah.
is.
Have y'all heard that Fruit of the Loom has come out and said they
And
went
said
ahead,
what?
They went ahead and come out. Apparently, this is what
They
I heard.
admitted
Admitted to having the cornucopia.
You're lying.
Dang.
that they
You are-
changed the
this
logo.
is huge.
I'm serious.
You're lying,
I have to look
dude.
it up now.
Yeah.
That's what I
This
heard.
better be true. This will be awesome, bro.
This is what I heard I go on these reels where I just start real.
Dude, that'd be so
But my
crazy.
timeline of reels get stuck, and they're like one time it was nothing but parasites. Everything was talking about food parasites.
That's how mine is.
Another
right now.
time it was another
Not
like,
parasites,
the
but
next
yeah.
day it was like Great Wall of China. Everything about Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
So this one was talking
Dude,
about Mandela effect,
no.
and they were talking about these other companies that have come out, and they said that they did initially say
Why would they
no.
lie then? Yeah, why?
Apparently it was an op. Again,
A CIA op.
again,
Fucking
yes.
CIA.
Again,
God damn it.
I don't
There's no way.
I don't have no truth to this other than this is just some shit that I heard, and I don't know if y'all. That's why I said, have y'all
Dude,
heard?
this would
Because
be
this is what I
so
heard.
crazy
Let
if
me
that
see.
was true.
Oh man.
Whoa.
I mean, there's so much shit though. Cause like
Yeah.
the one that really stuck out to me, you know, of course I've said this before, but
Yeah.
Billy Graham, when he passed,
Wait, what was that one?
he was pastor, right? He wrote like a
Oh,
lot
No,
yeah.
of.
I know him.
The-
But what do you mean? What about it?
Okay, so apparently he died a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Right. I remember specifically because I used to listen to Paul Harvey and
Yeah.
Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had a ride with this guy when I first broke out in the oil field.
Okay.
So I rode in a truck. I was in a shared truck, and this guy, he's like, "Fucking 12 o'clock hit. You gotta listen to Paul Harvey
Yeah.
and Rush Limbaugh." I was
That's
like,
how
"Cool."
my dad was. Yeah, I grew up
Yeah.
listening to that. Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and he's like, "Well, you know, our condolences and blah 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 to Billy Graham's family and blah blah blah." He's preceded by his, you know, and he goes on the whole spiel. Well, my supervisor at the time, really Billy Graham, you know, fan. You know,
Yeah.
he's a big fan. I came back. I was like, "Damn man, did you hear about Billy Graham?" He's like, "No, what happened?" It's like he passed away. He's like, "Oh shit!" And I remember this specifically because we talked about it, you know. And I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I heard it on Paul Harvey and shit like that."
What?
So he's like, "Oh man, that sucks." He's such a good. And he's like, he's a real good book, and he pulled a book out, and he's like, "Here, man, I want you to have it. You know, it's a really good book. You should read through it." I was like, "Cool." You know, didn't think.
And
nothing
you're
of it.
sure it was Billy Graham you were
I'm
talking about?
positive. 'Cause
Okay.
This, like I said,
Whoa.
we used to hear his shit all the time.
Yeah.
So, anyways, about 2011, 2012, I'm going on to driving a location. By this time, I started my own business,
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there driving. I hear, and it's not Billy Graham. It's Rush Limbaugh still, but it's not. No, was it Billy? I don't know. Anyways, it was a radio host.
Yeah.
And he's like, the passing of Billy Graham, and I'm like, the fuck. I was like, he passed away in 2007 or 2006.
Yeah.
I was like, did he have a son named Billy by the same name?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So I didn't think nothing of it. And I'm sitting there. I was like, damn, that was weird, But I'm like, hey, whatever. So anyway, that goes on. Like, this last time Billy Graham passed away? I'm sitting there listening to the radio.
Passed away again?
Again, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like,
are you serious?
yeah, and I'm like,
I didn't see that one
yeah,
going.
is there a nephew? Is there a nephew named Billy too?
Yeah.
So I go look, and turns out he didn't fucking pass.
He keeps passing away.
He keeps passing away. Okay, I remember specifically Charlie Sheen passing away from AIDS.
No, I remember him coming out and saying he had
He
it.
has
I
AIDS.
remember, yeah.
Okay, but he was sick. To the point
Yeah.
where he's like, he died of AIDS. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, yeah, AIDS will do that.
Damn, so
Turns out he's still
AIDS will
alive.
do that.
we're
Yeah.
from
he's
different,
still alive.
We're from two different timelines.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one.
I remember when he
But
came
the one
out,
that-
but I don't remember.
Which
The
Earth
one
are
that
you from?
kills me is the Bernstein fucking Bears.
Bernstein
Oh, the
Bears?
Bernstein
I
Bears?
will never. You can never
No.
convince me it's the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like it was the Bernstein,
Bears, right?
EIN. Dude, that kills
Yeah,
me.
they were Jewish. They were Jewish bears. They had little stains on them. They were
Well,
Jewish
here's the
bears.
thing. I looked into that, and the guy whose dad created the Bernstein Bears was given the people were like, well, what's going on? It was a guy interviewing him, a journalist, and he was like, why does everybody remember Bernstein? Did y'all change your name? And he got mad. He was like, no, our name has always been Bernstein. And I don't know why people think it's EIN. And he got angry about it.
See,
and I thought that was weird.
Yeah, because this is why he got mad. And this is the reason I think he got mad.
Okay.
Because everyone's misconstruing what the Mandela effect really is.
Okay.
It's not a memory thing. It's not like, hey, it used to be in his timeline or in his
It's
universe.
a multi-dimensional deal.
It's a multi-dimensional thing.
That's the theory. Yeah.
So I'm like, you can't go and look, I Googled it and blah, blah, blah. It's always been.
No, unless there are supposedly there are anomalies that exist. Like somebody has an old copy that says EIN or something.
There's no way.
I know. There's not. You're
So
right.
this is irrelevant then, what I just looked up? Because it might be.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, because
it could be.
What'd you find?
So this back to the cornucopia
Yeah.
thing. So this is on Brave, and this is their AI generated answer, and it says that no, Fruity the Loom has admitted, no, Fruity the Loom has not admitted to having a cornucopia.
Okay, so
in
they
its
have
logo.
it. Okay,
But
I was gonna say that'd be crazy if they.
If you
admitted
go
that.
back to what you're saying though, which I
right,
get
there'd
that.
be no evidence.
There'd
There
be
would be no evidence
It's-
because it's multidimensional.
we're on a different timeline. Yeah.
different timeline.
you're
Yeah.
shifting.
Yeah.
You're fishing. Yeah,
There is no proof. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way of finding
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
it's running parallel to us somewhere else.
yes, yes.
Which it's crazy because I'm like,
I'm glad you get it.
yeah, because it's so hard to explain. So I'm like,
Yeah, it
no,
is.
this is not how it works.
Right, yeah.
But I understand. I understand that you don't get it because we're talking fucking.
Yeah.
We're talking bullshit.
Yes,
here.
yes.
It's like, how do I prove
Yeah.
to you that
Yeah.
there's another dimension?
Right.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
For me, it's Luke, I am your father. When it's
Dude,
I am your father.
That one's a big one too.
I was like,
That one's a big
oh,
one,
are you
too.
kidding me?
That one's crazy.
You watched 13th Floor, right?
That's a good one.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
Have you seen that one?
I've seen it, but
Oh,
it was
man,
a long
13.
time ago, and my dad told me about it again recently.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
I didn't even know this movie existed.
Really?
And I was like, and I think the reason why and the explanation whenever, because there was this, she's an influencer, she was talking about it, and that's how I heard about it. And she was like, the reason why a lot of people don't know about it, and I think this is my reason, is because it came out the same year as The Matrix.
Matrix.
And it was so
Wow.
overshadowed.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Matrix was a
Wow.
major.
Yeah,
I remember
blockbuster.
that
Huge
before.
budget,
Yeah.
Oh man.
This one didn't get anywhere near that level, so it just
I
kind of
remember it though.
rushed.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the
But-
Matrix in the
yeah.
movies.
I watched
Yeah,
it.
right, me too. That's one of my all-time favorite cinematic experiences. That The Matrix when I was a teen, like a preteen, with my family, my dad and sister, and then the other one was Interstellar, dude. I saw that in
Interstellar's
IMAX.
good.
Yeah.
Have you heard
Unbelievable
of
experience. It was just
Cosm?
amazing. What's that?
Cosm. So
Oh.
they have one in Dallas. I don't know if there's one in Houston or not. I know there's not one in San Antonio, but there's one in Dallas. So
Yeah.
it's this theater.
Oh,
And
what's it
it's-
called again?
Cosm.
Is it the ones with like the huge plush orange chairs or no?
So they have tables and they do have like these plush chairs
Yeah.
that you can sit into.
You order food
and
and all
the
that. yeah.
screen is like a wraparound
Yeah.
screen.
Oh wait, no. Oh
Now-
my
now-
I'm thinking
god.
the Omni theaters.
It's not as big
Oh my-
as like the Sphere, but it's using that same idea as the
Sick.
Sphere,
Oh,
right?
dude, the movies
So-
are like my favorite thing.
So they're showing The Matrix all summer long. They
Yeah.
have The Matrix on certain
Oh,
weekends.
shit.
They have The Matrix are showing. So The way they do it is they have a screen in the middle of the big giant screen, which is showing the movie.
Okay.
But like as these different scenes are happening, shit's happening around you. So like the one where he goes into the Matrix for the first time and everything's white. Like literally the whole room's white.
So
and then when the guns come, you see them coming onto the screen, and then all of a sudden they're all around you.
Dude, that's badass.
Like, it's like that, dude.
I want to go, dude.
Yeah. And it's not that expensive. It's just you got to travel over there. Yeah,
that's my thing. That's
like
right up my alley.
$20 a ticket or something like that.
It's a simulation trying to catch you, man. That's
Yeah.
all
I know.
Is that what that is?
It's trapping you. You're getting further into it, man.
Now you want to go to Cosm?
Yeah.
Cosm doesn't exist. You got any plugs or anything?
No, dude. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh,
Dude, I love
absolutely.
it. Oh, there is one thing I want to say.
Okay.
So, and not like anybody's really going to care, but I care. And it's, so I have a story, my story of whenever I got arrested and some things went down, some really crazy shit went down.
Okay.
And I just think it needs to be out there for a lot of reasons because of what happened. It was kind of some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so initially I was like, man, I can't tell this because I'm still on probation, but in 1 year, I want to tell this story on this show. It'll be cool.
Well, I'd love to hear it.
I was going to do it tonight, but I talked with my girlfriend and it's just probably better that I'm done with all of it. Yeah. But I want to tell it on this because it's important to me anyway. Yeah. And I want it out there because this could happen to somebody else too. And it wasn't right the way this went down, dude. It was some shady shit. So I want to tell it on here. Yeah.
No, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear it. Hey, you guys. Cool. Shit, man, you got me all excited.
Great, dude. Yeah.
No, I'm glad thank you for coming. I know you have to take your time.
Yeah.
Take some time out of your day to come here. And
I loved it.
You actually recorded an episode before you came here.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, dude. Like, I agreed to come on y'all's, and I forgot that I had scheduled this one with the cosplay people. And she reminded me, and I was like, oh, and I was about to text y'all and be like, hey, is there any way we could, and I realized it was at 5, and I was like, oh, I can make it work. So it was all good.
It worked out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It worked out great.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, though.
Of course.
Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
So, guys, thank you for listening. Make sure, go check out the MATT CUTRER Report.
Thanks, man.
And, man, we'll catch you next week.
All right.
What it do?
What it do?